Hello, and thank you for joining us for our Starbury High Monster of the Week game. Except, we're not playing Monster of the Week this week. We're playing a different game. They still have their Monster of the Week characters, but they don't know what we're playing. And I do. And it's fun. My name is Will Ellis. I'll be the one running this game of shenanigans. And few content warnings. This is a horror-based game that we'll be playing today, since it is our wonderful near Halloween episode. So, there may be things that come up that give people some problems. If any of that starts to give you an actual mental issue, starts triggering you, feel free to step away. We want you to watch, but more importantly, we want you to be mentally safe, because your mental health is the most important thing. This does not, as far as this actually may contain spoilers for the game that we're playing. I don't want to reveal what game we're playing, but it's a popular board game. And so be aware of that. Other than that, I hopefully I'm not going to get too many rules wrong on this. That said, unfortunately, I think one of our players has already figured out what we're playing. But let's go ahead and introduce our players, starting with McKnight.
Yo, it's your boy McKnight. Playing as the home dog. A to the B to the C, Aiden the deer. Checking all you fine ladies out there. Above 18, of course.
Please stop.
Except he's not above 18. Anyway, Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh Hazard, and I'm going to be playing Alexei Abramov. I am a foreign exchange student from Russia. Well,
And finally, Esme. How are we looking on sound, by the way?
Let me turn this up a little bit, because Alexi was kind of low a little bit when he was doing his introduction.
I think that was him. He just sounded low to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow. Other than that, I think we're Gucci on sound for right now.
Gucci.
Yeah. Hi, I am Esme. I'm trying to remember things. It's been a minute since we played Monster Week.
That's me, I'm
I am a werewolf that's going through some issues with my dad because I can't stand him, and I got a guidance counselor that wants me to speak my feelings, and I don't want to.
I mean, it's important to talk about things. You know, I'm not saying you got to talk about me,
but no.
Just out of curiosity, Josh, do you think you haven't figured it out? You figured it out already? He's not.
I think I have.
Okay.
Am I
Yeah.
Brandon?
No comment.
Brandon.
No comment.
Okay, yes, I figured.
Dick. You were gonna figure it out real quick. But I wanted to give them the warning.
Brandon.
I wanted to give them the warning.
Oh, this was a mistake.
All right, I got my boards here. All right, so if nobody has any other announcements other than happy near Halloween.
You guys are lovely.
Yes, all of you are lovely. I love my
Including
players.
the ones that I'm playing with.
It sounds a little gated.
I'm just keeping it real, man.
Josh wasn't even looking.
Oh, sorry.
I just held up some dice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right.
Wunderbar.
So, for the past couple of weeks in Starbury, Aiden Adair has been taking the bike with his brother to school because his normal mansion that he lives in is being converted into a haunted house for Halloween in order to raise money for the local fire station. Now, previously on Starbury High, the three lovely characters that are with us today had met and basically been, with the exception of Lexi, who was already a part of it, co-opted into a monster hunting organization here in Starbury because there's a buildup of magical energies in the area, apparently, which may or may not be their fault. You left the Phoenix egg alone. So they've gone on several. They've done several different missions. Yes, I see you saying spoopy. They've gone on several different missions. They've fought against ghosts from actually some of their own pasts. Turns out they've dealt with a fey creature that was preying on. Well, not to put too fine a point on it. Horny boys. Alexi wasn't there for
Look,
that
say it in.
And so, but it's actually been quiet for the past bit. And you all find yourselves going to the Adair Mansion to take part in this haunted house situation. You're actually, all of you, a little bit fuzzy how you ended up here. And I'm going to throw these guys a curveball because I bet they haven't thought about this. What are your Halloween costumes?
God damn it!
How did you not think that wasn't going to come up?
'Cause I don't wear fucking costumes.
You can say you're not wearing a costume. That's fine.
But now I feel like I'm obligated. Hold on.
I'm not sure if Alexi's wearing a costume. He might be.
I feel like he would be.
I'm dressed as KGB infiltrator.
So, Alexi's dressed as himself.
Citizen, yes.
Aiden? You put on a costume, or are you just dressing to the nines like you always do?
I think he's dead. He's dead, Jim.
Oh, he actually
he's
is.
dead. Oh, jeez.
No,
Oh,
I
great.
was joking.
Alexi
now-
went with the easy costume, just did the zombie makeup.
Great. Now Esme's in the driver's seat again.
Oh. I'm the captain now.
All right. Well, Sarah, set the scene.
No.
We're gonna get you to DM one of these days, bud.
Me?
No. Lysair.
I was gonna say
It's gonna be fun.
that would be fun. We could
Yes, we rather.
ensure that there are no spiders.
Yeah. No spiders at all.
So while we're waiting on that to correct itself, I am kind of wearing a costume. Basically, I'm wearing flannel in reference to Wayne from Letterkenny.
I'm dressing up as myself, a beautiful witch, because that's this is basically me, anyways.
Well, that's
I'm,
accurate.
I'm a charman. I'm a Charmander.
Claire said his Wi-Fi just pooped.
Well, better go out there with a shovel and make sure you put it in a bag.
Right? Gotta clean up after yourself.
Try telling him to turn it off and on again.
Have you tried turning
Okay.
it off and turning it back on again?
I told him.
Have you tried initiating a forced reboot?
Sorry for the technical difficulties. But to be
Technical
fair,
difficulties.
To be fair.
Hey, Akuna Matata's here. Hello, Akuna Matata. Hello, Slap Cactus, by the way. I meant to say that from the start.
Hello, Slap Cactus. I love you, Pippi.
We love you, Slap Cactus. And we also love you, Roxy. Starting off to a rocky start. I love it. Like one slice of pizza left. I'm about to cover up this camera and forfeit down.
What kind of pizza did you get?
Pepperoni, like I always do.
Oh.
I'm a very plain person.
No, I like pepperoni too. So how's everybody's day going? How's the
Oh.
weather?
I haven't really slept, so that's fun.
Oh, same.
I've never slept, not once.
No, not even like once.
It's for the week.
Wow. Look at you being a badass and not sleeping.
I'm not sure that makes him a badass so much as it makes him a fucking idiot.
Um, well, I mean, joke's on you. You're asleep half the time. I'm not.
Half the time is being overly generous, but
Probably.
if I ignore me, I'm just things out.
Speaking of never sleeping, I built a character that really kind of works in any setting, but definitely does work in the Eberron setting. He's basically a reborn scarecrow.
Man, you
Like somebody
really
tried to make like a simulacrum and it didn't really work, and then eventually he woke up and just sort of started moving around and doing stuff, reading books. Now
man,
he's a wizard.
really miss that freaking part that you played in high school, don't you?
I just enjoy Wizard of Oz.
Mhm.
You think I can't? You think I can't do the same thing with like a Warforged and the Tin Man? It's definitely doable. You can make a shifter lion. You could actually do the Wizard of Corvair pretty easily.
You're not wrong there, bud.
I know.
I may not be looking directly at the screen, and sorry about this, guys. Trying to get McKnight back.
He's not sorry.
I am. I'm just also using the time to be productive, and I'm using Owlbear Rodeo for myself so that I can actually keep track of everybody, because if I was real smart, I would have done that beforehand.
I would have just used the board game.
I don't have space. Like, if I had the space, like, believe me, I would actually have it laid out over here, but I don't. If I can, on Sunday. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's right.
I enjoyed that nobody mentioned my 1.5 gallon water bottle.
Well,
Oh
that's
my
because right now,
goodness.
that where I'm seeing it, it's like off to the side, like
Oh.
as I'm looking at the stream thing. I think we're gonna go ahead and throw this up to break until we get this fixed, guys, so that you're at least have something to listen to and look at while we get this fixed. Pardon our technical difficulties. I just need to make a whole screen for that, don't I? All right, we'll be back in a bit, guys. I am so sorry.
Bye. He said he's waiting till we come back from Be Right Back to type it.
And we're back.
The timing.
I went and took it. I meant to like do the transition over, but I accidentally clicked off studio mode because I wasn't thinking. So yeah, we're back. Hi guys. We have an Aiden. So you guys have had plenty of time to think about your costumes now.
Duh.
Yeah.
You were what now?
I was debated.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it after.
Okay then. Can you become a master at being debated? Sorry. Aiden,
Yo.
you wearing a costume?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
no. What are you wearing?
I got a nice big long black trench coat on. Okay. And it's got, I got a nice suit right under, blue tie. Then I got a cutout with a piece of paper. Just like it's like a flat piece of paper cut out of a Tommy gun.
Oh, you're just going
Yeah,
old school
just a-
mobster.
Yeah, I'm just going old school mobster, and I got a nice fedora.
Here, I thought you were going to go Tommy Lee Jones, or not Tommy Lee Jones. Wow, that was weird. Keanu Reeves there
Yeah.
for a bit.
No,
Yes,
and-
we love you as well, Slap Cactus. Even if you're
and then
lying about
nice-
me looking cute.
I call bullshit on that, but okay.
Oh, bullshit on me.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just saw what Slap Cactus said. All right, so you got the old school gangster, like mobster, Prohibition era look
and
going
this
on.
little like flimsy piece of paper.
Like, you
people go
realize
blah, blah,
Aiden
blah,
is
blah, blah, blah,
rich,
blah.
right? Like, he could have, like,
He can have actual.
he could have a plastic toy Tommy gun.
Can I bring a plastic toy Tommy gun to school?
You're
Oh,
not
that's
going
the
to
house.
school.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, I will have. Sorry, I forgot it's not school. Okay, yes, I'll have a Tommy.
Oh my
A little
God.
plastic Tommy gun. Okay, cool. You guys also have
I
flashlights.
want to specify it's a water gun.
And that's fine. You
Fair.
guys, well,
Fair.
that is fair. It does not have water in it for reasons.
Yeah.
I'll load it up later.
Yeah, good luck with that, bud.
Mm.
You are all, actually, you know what? We'll get through the costumes and then I'll get into the introduction for the haunted house. Alexi,
I am one of the living dead. Brains.
do me a favor. Do that on one side, okay? Now do it on the other side. Thriller, thriller.
I can't.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't.
Can't.
It was there.
If you keep up with the sexy dance moves, you're going to excite the slap cactus.
Probably, yeah. No, yeah.
All right, and Esmeralda.
Hi. I am just dressed up as a witch, cause why not?
Yeah, that's fair. Red Riding Hood would also have been appropriate.
Actually, yeah, that would have.
Mhm.
You know what? Scratch that. I mean, Little Red Riding Hood. Scratch that. Yeah.
And Alexi has bad feelings about the Baba Yaga.
Yeah. I will be dressed up as a house with chicken legs.
What? Say that again. I need you to repeat that.
A house with chicken legs.
Oh my god.
You think that just sounds goofy? If someone were to actually dress up as like that, Alexi might actually have a heart attack
Oh no.
because that's traditionally Baba Yaga's house.
Mm.
Anybody remember what the name of the other actress from Jennifer's Body was? I can never remember her name. She's been in a ton of other
I
things.
never watched it.
She's been
I
in a
just
ton of
remember that the guy that played Patrick Star was in that movie.
She's been in a ton of other stuff, and I'm just blanking on her name. Because she did a Red Riding Hood movie. That's why I was trying to remember when it came out. I think it came out well after this. It's got an interesting name, and personally I like her look. Anywho. All right. So, all three of you, and you guys, again, it's weird. It's kind of fuzzy even to use. Yeah, I definitely been watching too much Letterkenny. It's kind of fuzzy even to you guys how you ended up at the mansion to go to this haunted house, but you know that you're there to do this. So, you arrive there, you know, there's someone waiting outside, and they explain that this is an exploratory haunted house. It's not a guided tour. Basically, you get to go in and you get to look around. The lights are off, but you are all issued flashlights and told to be safe and have fun. And when you enter, let's see, actually, hold on.
Let me just stare at the house and be like, do we have to be here?
Do we?
Do we? Do we?
Hmm.
I mean, it's not like I'm afraid or anything. It's just,
It is a
Now
big
that
fun.
you are mentioning, I do not remember having to be here. It's not assignment.
yeah.
And that's accurate. You don't actually remember.
We do, however, have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually makes sense to you guys that you're supposed to be here. Like, you're not
Sarcasm
actually
is a subject
questioning
right
this in your own minds that you feel like you're supposed to be here. By the way, this
there.
episode's not going to be canon.
Starting to make her break the circle.
Damn, why is this episode not canon?
You'll find out. Gosh knows why it's not canon. All right. So you enter the house. You find yourselves, and you can see a little bit. You can, shine the flashlights as you were given around. This is a long entrance hall, essentially, that you find yourselves in. Really, there's more like there's an entrance hall, there's a foyer, and then at the far end, there is a set of staircases leading up. Aiden, this doesn't look like your house.
Mm.
Well, daggone it.
And I'm just going to go ahead and go in a circle here, bud. So there are two doors on either side. As you're facing the stairs. And you can pick whichever one you would like to go to first. The way this is going to work is as you enter a room, if it hasn't been discovered yet, something may happen. And if something happens, then we're going to move on to the next person. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, Aiden, where would you like to go?
So you got the left door or the right door?
There's two left doors and two right doors, actually. Two on each side.
Okay, and I only go on one. Well,
Yep.
Do we have
And
an
there's
owlbear?
stairs straight ahead. You do not have an owlbear.
oh, I can't use the stairs.
Yes, stairs
Yeah.
straight ahead
So you
going
have
up.
5 options.
Ene, mene, mane, mo. Catch a
Oh.
tiger by its toe. I'll go stairs.
Okay, I was going to say Mo's not actually here. All right.
I go to the stairs because I gotta rise to the top.
Okay, you go up to
Uh-huh.
the upper floor. There are doors on. Basically, you show up in this room, and there are 4 doors, north, south, east, and west, leading out of this place.
North, south, east, and west. Well, my mom always told me if east don't work, go east. I go east.
You go
West.
east. All right, he chose east.
Yo, I got you. I got you.
It's okay, okay. Yes, I go east.
Yeah, you.
What's happening that I missed?
I said east and west.
Which is
So I go
basically
west.
was.
So
It
but
came
east
down
is
with a
fine.
bad case of a Diane Weist infection.
Oh hell.
No.
Nah.
East-
As soon as he said it, I instantly knew.
said east, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going.
I can't with you.
Did you mean to go west? If you meant to go west, I can take you
Yes.
west. Okay.
I meant to
You
go
wanna-
west.
He wanted to go west.
I didn't even hear the W at all. All I heard was the
Yeah,
east.
I know. I said west.
Instead of saying E. Oh, that was good.
Oh, okay. You enter this room, and there is what Aiden is probably going to assume fake blood all over the walls of this room.
Not my cherry punch. How could y'all use this?
Oh, my goodness.
There are also an interesting pair of gloves there.
What color are the gloves?
They are black.
Ooh.
What type of gloves are they? Latex, document.
They are a pair of leather gloves, but they seem really interesting to you.
That's how we're gonna
I
pick up-
kind
try to pick
of,
up
I kind
those.
of like pinch and pick them up.
Okay.
I kind of wiggle it.
And you get this sensation, this like knowledge that part of this explorative haunted house is finding items and using them.
Oh.
See. All right. Well, I'll put both gloves on.
Okay. It's not an actual sensation of your fingers getting itchy, but essentially you suddenly got some itchy fingers.
Mm.
Like you feel like if you wanted to, you can really easily slip something out of some people's pockets. But that is going to be the end of your turn. Alexi,
Duh.
you are presented with the same original choices. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the least.
First door to my left.
First door to your left. I pre-built this, by the way, Josh, in case you're curious. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. It actually opens up outside, and there's a small garden there, and there's a path that leads through the garden. There's also a well nearby that has. You look closer. There's a pair of skeletons there. One adult size and one child size.
Mm.
Get the feeling that if you wanted to search, you might actually find something.
Are Are they at the bottom of the well? Or
No,
are they near the
they're
well?
next to the well. They're sitting next to the well.
Okay. And, what would have happened to you? I'm gonna search through the bodies.
Okay.
Well, skeletons, skeletal remains.
By the way, until a certain event happens, I will be making your rolls for you.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh. That might not be bad at all. However, it is not, I had to believe. Oh, hold on. I was one off there, above. Oh, actually, that is exactly what you need. As you're looking through, you discover a, here we go. You discover a strange feather amongst the skeletons. You just kind of take that with you. It is
Yeah.
it's actually a
Cool feather.
golden. It is actually a golden
Call it
feather.
macaroni. I
But
don't have a
yes.
hat.
But it's like a golden
Ooh.
feather. Like, not like it's actually like made out of gold, but it's golden colored. Although it does also shine very much like
Mhm.
actual gold would. It's really strange. All right, Esme.
All right.
Aiden went forward. You watched Alexi go to that first door on the left.
Second door on the right.
Second door on the right. Oh, poor you.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
Come on. No whammies, no whammies. Let's go.
I need a new pair.
I think we're using her for you.
Walks in and the council standing right there.
You know, I'm not saying you got to talk to me, but
I'll literally walk out.
hey, hold on, hold on. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's speed. Okay. Ooh. That's rough. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, well, you ended up real good on that
R&D
anyway.
was never my favorite anyway, so it's fine.
So, ooh, that needs to stop now. What the fuck happened there? Anywho's
Movie.
so you open up the door, and it's just a regular room. And as you start walking across it, you hear as the floor gives way underneath you, and you fall into the basement. Thankfully, you got real lucky and was able to catch yourself. You are not injured.
Okay.
But you
You
are
are
in an
prone. Roll initiative.
you are an empty room.
Right.
You are in an empty room in the basement right now. There are doorways, 1, 2, 3, all around you, but that's, I believe, will be the end of your turn. Yes, I believe that's actually going to be the end of your turn there.
Okay. What the fuck?
Aiden,
Yo.
you are up in the bloody room.
Mhm,
There's the door that you came into, and then there's a door to the south, which is, as you come into it, it's directly to the left. There's a door to another room.
I will go to that room then.
Okay.
I mean, at least we're covering the whole house, right? Am I right, guys?
All right. This room is actually like filled with debris and not like extremely debris, but it's like there's a bunch of boxes, like what you'd find in somebody's attic.
Dang. Well,
That being
I
said,
didn't expect to have this much stuff. I'm not a hoarder, am I?
Oh, you're not done yet, bud.
It is like monologue of Aiden.
And before he realizes he's the biggest hoarder in all of this town.
Oh no, that would be his mother.
Mm.
Oh, here it is. Right there on top. Of course it would be. Uh, hmm. You suddenly feel something along your leg.
Oh Lord Jesus. I don't want to look down on it.
It's actually kind of like it's hard to see, but it's starting to like grab on you, and instinctively you're gonna try and
Yeah, I'm gonna start like swinging. I'm gonna start
Well,
spinning like a ballerina.
Okay. Let's see. Shouldn't be too difficult for you here. Oh yeah. You managed to completely break away from this.
Can I
From
see
this
what it
thing.
is?
Nope, it's gone. Whatever it was, it left like a slimy like thing on your pant leg, but it's gone.
Can I like rub what's on my leg and kind of like look at it so I get an idea what it looks like?
It is slimy, whatever it is.
It's
Like this-
slimy, but it's like I can't see it.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it. It's just like this like
Have you
grayish,
seen
greenish
Ghostbusters?
color. Yeah, actually, it's probably a little bit more like ectoplasm.
Mm-hmm.
Looks a bit like snot, Aiden.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Don't
totally
want-
the type of thing Fred would do. Would come up with.
Good one, guys. You got me. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha. I keep moving.
To be fair. All right. Well, that's going to be the end of your turn there. Alexi,
To be fair,
to be fair. Yes, that's going to happen all night, guys. Get used to it.
so I can either go back the way I came or
Oh, yes. And it just continues forward.
I'll keep walking.
Okay. You continue forward. You come to a glass. It's essentially a greenhouse. It's a conservatory, as one might call it. And and this is the one. So Esme doesn't have to worry about that. So like this is a conservatory, but it looks like it's seen better days. Like there's no upkeep's been done to this. It looks like the glass is broken places, and then as you're moving forward, all of a sudden you feel like a spider web come across you. You get to
I
brush
don't
it,
have to worry about it.
and then all of a sudden there's more, and you are stuck.
Mm,
You're gonna try and fight your way free, I assume.
yeah.
Okay. Where are you, Grandmaster Flash? There you are. Not actually Grandmaster. That's Aiden.
Definitely Aiden.
Ooh. That's not good there, bud. You try to get away, but you are currently stuck.
Gross.
Mm.
Just violently cursing in Russian.
Mhm. So, Esme,
Yeah.
you are in a basement. You have doors
Mhm.
north, south, east, and west, all four sides of you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go north.
You're gonna go north? She chose north.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
You
north.
chose north.
Just remember, you picked this.
Yeah, I know.
If you guys haven't figured out what we're playing yet, it's Luigi's Mansion.
I want it.
Are we
I fucking want
actually?
it.
No, you're not.
No.
Okay, like I never played Luigi's Mansion. No.
Because I played it, so I thought it was. All right, fine.
It is
I
really
see,
not.
I see your game.
No, it's an inside joke with one of our viewers.
Mm.
I'm not sure it's exactly kosher to have jokes with the viewers and not with the rest of the players there, but
Ooh.
seems like it's a little
Mm.
excludatory.
I mean, Claire and I had something just earlier, so yeah, it's fun.
I mean, I have something too, but you know, I don't talk about it in front of polite company.
Damn.
So, as you move forward, this room is set up to look like an operating room. Like there's a gurney there, there's like instruments laid out. And as you and everything is just covered in dust.
Mhm.
And then you hear a creak after you stop. And you're looking around with your flashlight. And you see footprints go up in the dirt.
All right. Okay.
And they're coming towards you.
All right.
And you feel as something like passes through you. And you just feel a little bit slow.
Fuck.
And it's going to be the end of your turn.
Good job.
See, like, Aiden got some gloves. Alexi got a feather. I'm just getting another.
You pretty much got bad breath.
I will. By the way, Josh, I'll tell you this. There's a lot of birds in the basement, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. There's a lot.
Okay.
See,
Yeah,
we
I
can
think
have inside
Aiden
jokes
may
too.
have lost.
Okay. Ooh.
Say again? Sorry.
I feel like Aiden might have lost more than just getting a pair of gloves. Maybe lost some sanity points there. Don't know.
Ooh.
No, I don't believe he
I've
did.
never had sanity points.
That's
I
also
don't believe he
true.
did.
Okay.
When did I ever have
I
sanity?
forget I forget all the encounters in the game. I don't know them all. It would be weird to know them all.
I don't remember what his
Yeah,
last
sure.
event was.
Ectoplasm.
Oh no, he rolled well on that. He completely passed that one.
Why
He
do I
actually
feel like this
paid
is
for that.
some type of phasmophobia because y'all talking about sanity and shit?
Hmm.
Okay.
Anywho's will be. That was Esme's turn. Aiden, you're up.
Yes. I press forward to the next room.
Which room were you in again? You were in the Oh, hey, yeah. You're gonna love this place.
Mm.
Ooh, super fun. I like this. This is fun. You come into another room, and there is a California king size bed in here. It's like 4-poster bed. This is the master bedroom. In addition, there's something else in this room. Looking up at you with just the most so flies. There is a dog.
Aww.
He looks a little mangy, but he looks friendly. His little tail is thumping.
Oddly enough, you don't have a dog.
Wait, when did we get a dog? I thought we were cat people.
Bat people. Bat
Yeah,
people.
bad people. Yeah.
Vampires.
Yeah.
Do is there anything around the dog?
No.
Just a dog?
Yep.
Dog.
That being said, somewhere, all of you hear this at once. A bell tolls.
Oh, I thought it was dice.
Nope, you hear a bell toll, but nothing else seems to happen.
Okay.
Is the dog tied up?
Nope.
Or is it just
He free.
And if you
Yeah.
start
Free
moving
dog.
around the room, that dog is following you.
Oh, baby.
Seems friendly.
I will pet the dog.
They're patting. He likes to pets.
You'll follow me, pal?
Hey, Alexi, would you like to try and get out of this?
Yes, I'm going to continue to try to get out of the sticky webs.
Okay. Oh, you managed to break completely free of those sticky webs.
Good.
I will go ahead and allow you to move. This is the end of the line on this particular path.
All right. Then I'm going to turn back. Go back
Okay.
the way I came then.
You can get back to the entrance hall there.
All right. I'm going to... Can I find a stairway down?
You do not seem to... There's no way for you to locate the entrance to the stairway down.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go up. Go up the staircase.
Okay. You've got 4 doors around you there. Yes, I'm
I'm
playing a
gonna
little
go
flat.
east.
I'm playing a little fast with your fast and loose with your actual speed, but
I'm going to go east.
okay. Which direction are you actually going here, bud?
East.
He's going east.
You're going east. Okay.
Because Weiss is west.
No, it's not.
It
East
is.
is you started to say west and then changed your mind.
No, it's Weiss is west.
West is west.
Yeah. It's Weiss and other Weiss.
No,
Is the wicked,
west is west.
so it's the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
It's not Westbound and Down.
Oh my goodness.
Saddled up and fucking. Remember, the pony wears the saddle.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Tara Strong. Nope. 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 Oh, here we go. All right, so you enter this room, and it looks like this room had been set on fire at some point. The walls are scorched. There's no residual heat or anything, so you don't know when this would have happened. However, shining in the midst of this soot-covered floor, you find a little medallion with a pentagram inscribed on it.
Ooh, picking that up.
And all of you once again hear a bell toll. And nothing
Probably
happens.
shouldn't have picked that up,
Mm-hmm.
And nothing happens.
but
You're
I
good.
have the pentagram. Power. All right, Aiden, you know what this means. You have to get a dog tattoo.
Yeah.
Esme,
So
your turn.
A little Yorkie.
So
have
there,
I is
real quick,
there more to the room or can
Nope.
I
that's going to be it for the room, but there is an entrance to the east or the right as you walked in.
all right, I'm a little there then.
Okay,
Make my way over there.
making my way.
Making my way.
Ooh, that's not a good choice. Here we go. Oh, for fuck's sake, I swear to God, if this is the one that fucking comes up.
Oh.
Funny enough, this is the one that will not actually trigger it no matter what I roll on it. For reasons. You hear a growl in the darkness as you enter this room, and there's actually some light in this room from the furnace that is going, and it's emitting a fair amount of heat.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna follow that. You feel something bite you.
What the actual fuck?
It's not enough to do any actual damage, but you do feel something bite you. And then
Didn't
it's
do the
gone.
first time.
No, actually,
Where
this is
did
the
it
first
bite
time.
me?
On the ankle.
On the ankle? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like right above the little red pumps I assume you're wearing is Red Riding Hood. That's gonna be your turn there.
Oh
I'm not
my
even gonna make the
goodness.
I'm not even gonna make the haunt roll for that one.
Okay.
Aiden.
Yo.
Alright, where are you at this point? Oh, so there is another exit to this room to the east.
I shall go east.
You went east.
With
Aiden,
my
this yep, dog's going with you. This is a place you don't spend any sort of time in any other sort of thing. There are books lining the walls.
Oh, hell.
It is a library.
His worst enemy.
Okay. Anything in this said library?
Oh, there's
Other
about to
than
be.
books?
There's about to be, bud.
Oh.
So, all of these books are damp. And as you touch them, it comes out off sticky and red on your fingertips.
Oh.
Oh, man, there's a blood room. Okay.
Except this is still dripping.
I look up.
And you blink, and the blood's gone.
I start blinking again. Come back.
This is not going to be your forte here, bud. Yeah, that was not your forte. It shakes you a little bit. Like, that's weird. That's fucking weird.
That is very weird. Okay, because you know, I nah,
Alexi.
just nah.
You are... Where did you go again? Oh, you're upstairs, aren't you, you fucker?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
took
he
the
went
room to
upstairs.
the east. I found a pentagram in a scorched room.
Oh, yes. You went to the child room. Okay. There is another entrance directly south.
All right, I'll take that route.
Okay. This room has a regular size bed. It is not the master bedroom, but it is a bedroom. However, oh no, that's the wrong one, isn't it? There's something else there in this bedroom.
A dead body.
Yes,
Hmm?
but it's in a coffin.
Oh no.
Would you like to take a look at this dead body?
Alexei, I think one of your family did not get the evacuation memo.
Did you look at the?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it.
That's not one of your family members. That's you.
Like how vividly does it look like me?
It looks very much like you.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna poke it.
Well, hold on. Oh well, fuck me, bud. That did not go over well for you there.
Poking
Mm.
it?
As you blink, you are suddenly inside of that coffin.
Ooh.
Am I getting poked?
No, there's no, like, the coffin is now closed, and you actually have to fight your way out.
Alright, this house is freaking weird.
It is.
And you find yourself outside in a graveyard.
The fuck?
On the ground floor.
Mm.
We definitely put a lot of effort into this being a haunted house.
Sorry, bud. I rolled all
Right.
blanks for you on that one.
How did I end up outside?
Buried. You were buried.
Oh my goodness.
You
We're
lost
putting a
might
lot
and
of
sanity
effort
on that
into
one.
Ah, fuck.
Brandon ain't looking so good.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Brandon.
Brandon.
I would have given you someone else, but you said it, so.
I know. I always play Brandon.
I know. All right. Esme, it's your turn.
Hello.
You're in the basement, correct?
Yeah, I'm in the basement still.
So you're
Yeah.
in the furnace room. There
Yeah, I
is
was in the furnace room.
there's actually an exit to the north and to the east.
Fuck. I'm gonna go east. Yeah, I'm gonna go east.
Wouldn't it be really great? Wouldn't it be really great if I was able to do like some Dragon Slayer shit and actually have like the flashing edges right there?
Yeah, that would have been great.
Okay, you went east.
Yeah, I'm going east.
Oh fuck, I hate this fucking room.
Oh, great.
It's been the bane of my existence a time or two when playing this game.
I'm just saying, my RNG is shit. It's great. I love this.
You'll lose.
No, I won't.
Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, fun. That's fun. This room is actually filled with junk. Like the one that Aiden was in earlier was like stacked boxes and stuff like this.
Yeah.
This one is just junk everywhere. But one thing does catch your eye.
Okay.
It is very, very pretty.
Oh.
It's pretty, but it's actually it's seen some use.
Okay.
It is a battered ring with an incomprehensible inscription.
Oh. Well, I'm taking it.
Of course you are. Everybody hears the tolling of another bell.
Oh shit.
This is what, the third bell, right?
Yeah, the third bell.
Okay. And nothing happens.
Seems sus.
That's going to be your turn then, though, bud.
Yep.
Aiden,
Yo,
it is your turn again.
can I progress forward?
Where were you? You were in the library.
Yes, I was in library.
There is a door to the north.
Okay. Was anything else in the library before I
Nope.
left?
There's nothing.
Okay.
If you pull the
I'll-
books off, the books are actually blank. It's weird.
Oh,
Are they titled?
It's like the leather bound, like old.
Shoot, well, I'm gonna put it back, and my pants need to do a yard sale, and I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. The next room that you come to, this is something that you'd expect to find in your house. Actually,
Mhm.
there are pieces of art lined up along the walls. It's a gallery.
Mhm.
But propped up near one of those pieces of art catches something that catches your eye.
What does my eye see?
It is a spear. There's some sort of power coming from the spear. Feel it.
I walk closer to it.
Okay. You can take the spear.
Can I just do a little poke? Real quick?
Okay. But you do that, it leaps into your hand.
Can I, does it like? Can I like go over it?
It's not stuck there, but you do get that that ever present feeling of you're supposed to take this.
And I guess from
If you guys
the
haven't
rest of
figured it
my-
out, by the way, what I'm describing is that like that feeling, it's dream logic.
Mhm.
Because this is not canon.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm going to start swinging like this, as if I'm a warrior.
That sounds very much in Aiden's wheelhouse.
I shall- I shall also stab.
Everybody. Here's another bell sound.
God heckin' dang
I
it.
just want to say I start stabbing
Nothing.
some paintings as well.
Okay. It goes
Yeah.
through beautifully.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay then. Alexi.
That was fourth bell.
Yep. Everything's still fine.
Mhm.
You are in the graveyard currently. There is only one exit and it's to the south.
I'm going south.
Okay.
Westbound down.
All right, that's going to be another speed roll for you.
All right. One of the things I haven't lost a lot of.
Okay. As you walk into this room, the floor has collapsed in. And there are exits on all four sides of it. No. On four sides of this? Yes, there are exits on all four sides of this room. I did not label them correctly, but there are exits on all four sides of this room.
Going north.
That's where you came from.
Ah. Then
There's east, south, and west.
I'm gonna go east again.
You going
Worked out
east?
so well for me last time. Yeah.
Yeah, as you enter this room, there are pews lined up and a organ, like a pipe organ, up against one wall. I hate how well this worked out for you, bud. And next to that, there is a mirror. You look in the mirror, you watch as your reflection reaches up and starts writing. You're not moving, your reflection is.
Mhm.
And it spells out backwards. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And then his hand reaches through the mirror and hands you a revolver.
Oh.
Which is really nice because none of you have
Thank
any of your
you.
weapons on you that you would normally have.
Thank you, more well-armed me.
Hmm.
By the way, that is not what the card originally says is written on there. That's what I decided was going to be written on that mirror.
I would have tempted Warner Brothers with a copyright infringement and put it in my pocket in the mirror and then reached in my pocket in real life. And it was there like the Sorcerer's Stone in Harry Potter.
Mm.
Oh, the Mirror of Desire. All right, that is going to be Alexi's turn. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of my favorite fucking ones in this entire fucking thing here.
Nice.
I got a gun.
All right, Esme.
Hey, sweetie, what do you got there? A gun? No. Is there
Hey.
anything more to this room?
It's basically once you've discovered something in the room, that is going to be it for the time.
All right. So what are
which
my
room
options for doors?
Which room were you in? You are in the
I left
basement?
the furnace. Yeah, I was in the basement. I left the furnace, then I went to another room.
Left the furnace, you were in the junk room. Oh, this is
Yeah.
fun. I hate this room. I hate this room so much, personally.
Smiley face. Yeah, I'm currently in junk room.
Okay, you're actually rolling fairly well, though. Junk room. Ooh. So many fucking birds in this fucking basement. Swear to God. Yep, definitely fucking bird in this fucking basement.
Damn birds.
Yep. By the way, if you want to know what the birds look like that I'm talking about, they look like this. It's the symbol the game uses.
Oh, great.
Oh, speaking of symbols here, bud. You entered this place, and there are beds here that are, like, together, like, real close together.
Mm.
Not like a hospital ward, but more like old-style servants' quarters.
Okay.
And hanging on one of the bedposts, again, you're just drawn to it, is a holy symbol.
Huh.
It's a symbol of calm in an unsettling world.
All right. Guess I'm picking this up.
And everybody hears...
As I'm looking at the ring that I put on.
Yep. Here's a tolling of bells, and nothing happens.
Oh, I want to know what happens if something happens now.
That would be number 5 there, bud.
Yeah, that's 5.
There's a tracker that goes up each time.
Mm.
So the number of the beat gets higher and higher. Okay. Is it? Oh, we still got some time.
Yeah.
Aiden,
Uh-huh.
it is your turn. Tell you right now, bud. You just go straight forward from here. You double check to make sure you can. Oh yeah, there's nothing special about that. You go straight forward here. Because there's only one other entrance other than where you came in. It leads you back into the landing when you first came up the stairs. There's a north that you haven't explored. You originally went west and just came from the south.
I will take the first door to the right.
First door to the right, so you're heading east.
Yes.
Okay, you head east. This room is covered in char. You can continue moving because something has already happened in that room.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, that's where Alexi went.
Mm-hmm.
I think one
Charmander
left.
is there. That's why it's burned.
Oh, okay.
So the only path from here is directly south.
I'll go south.
I think the look in your face does perfectly cover like what Aiden be like. Why is there a burn? Who burned my house?
yeah.
This is a perfectly normal bedroom. Like, it doesn't look like any bedroom in your house, but this isn't a master bedroom. And there's another door to the south.
I'll go south.
He went south.
Oh my goodness.
If anybody hasn't guessed, I'm making a labyrinth reference with that. She
Mm.
chose down. She chose down.
Mm-hmm.
You step out onto a balcony overlooking the grounds, and this does not look like the grounds for your house. I'm so annoyed that you're the one that picked this particular item up.
Mm.
Because it just doesn't fit for your character. That's what I'm saying, bud. Because you are drawn to a book that's sitting on the banister of this balcony.
Where's this book?
It's weird. Like, you pick it up and you know you need to keep it, but you don't really feel the need to like search through it.
Give
In
it
your
me.
mind,
I
you
don't
thought
like
it was
reading
labeled
anyways.
Pornography of the Middle Ages.
Mm-hmm.
It's a book all about knights fighting snails, don't you know?
Mm.
Is when I'm looking over the balcony, do I see any like movements of sorts, or is it
No.
just very still?
Not really.
Okay.
It's actually for some reason you don't remember it being this foggy out here, bud.
Oh. This is Phasmo. I knew it.
Gosh darn render distance. I knew I should have got a better PC.
I still have no idea what you're talking about, by the way.
Games use fog to hide game
No, I know, I
loading.
get that, but when
No, you're talking
she-
about the Phasmo.
yeah, that
Oh,
not a clue.
It's a game called Phasmophobia.
This is a different game. You might find out the name of it real quick.
Oh.
All depending on if I can remember how this goes.
But Eden.
mm-hmm.
See, you're getting your Phasmophobia content right here with me. Cause this thing ain't gonna happen with me.
Nope.
Saying.
Ding. Bell sounds again. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Elixir. The only exit to this
Duh.
room is south, which will take you back to the entrance.
All right, going south.
Okay,
Back
you're
to
back
the
in the entrance hall.
entrance.
There's one door that has not been explored yet.
I'll take it.
Because the room that you came into that, you know, had a big hole in the middle of it, that's the one that
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Yeah.
although you technically could have gone another way there. Okay, so you take that last door that has not been explored. There's the ground floor here, bud. Here we go. Well, that's the game room. Yep, that's what I thought happens. So you enter a room, and as you enter it, there's bearskin rugs, there's all of this, like, there's chessboard, there's actual animal heads mounted on the wall. This is a game room. Sure, they still have this sort of thing in Russia.
Oh yeah.
But as you enter, your flashlight flickers and dies.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
You can now only move one room at a time.
Mm.
I don't like that.
Until you find another explorer. Yeah, the battery's dead soul, bud.
All right.
That's going to be the end of your turn there. And we are on to Esme.
Wow.
Where were you last? You're still in the basement, ain't you? Oh, you're in the
I'm-
servants'
I'm-
quarters. You're in the servants'
Yeah.
quarters, so you came from the west of this room, north, east, and south are all available. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna choose South.
Okay there, bud.
Oh,
You're going to the south.
yeah.
By the
Yeah, I'm
way,
going south.
anybody who is Canadian, I apologize right now for...
Which is funny because Slap Cactus is Canadian.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Slap Cactus. No wonder.
No, he's fine with it. I'm
No
pretty sure.
No wonder he's not saying much in the chat. I don't
He's
blame you.
AFK. Just vibing.
Okay.
And to be fair,
To be
to be fair, I
fair,
think you should also apologize. Apologize to people from Minnesota.
that's also a thing. Don't you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're Americans.
know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
that's fair.
All right. What's in
Be
the
bad.
door to the south?
To be
Uh,
fair.
There is.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez.
There are racks of what look to be like preserved food.
Okay.
You do, however, find another interesting thing that's just a little out of place here.
Hmm.
The handcrafted art antique.
Huh.
It's a round box. And as you lift the lid on it, you start hearing a beautiful melody play. You now have a music box.
Yay. I've always been a fan of music. This works out.
All right. Aiden, there's literally one room left on this upper level to explore.
Okay.
And that's directly north of the landing.
I'll go to the north one then.
Okay. No, you
Just
can't
imagine-
choose to go downstairs and explore more down there.
Mm.
Just
Just don't-
imagine.
I want you to think that I'm forcing anything onto you here.
No, I know. I'm just imagining Aiden just like mobster looking out with a book and spear. Just
With the dog, with the dog, with the dog.
With
with
a
a
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
And some dope gloves.
And
And-
those gloves.
As you enter the tower, a woman wearing a Civil War dress beckons you, and you fall into a trance.
Oh.
This is not going to be your forte. Oh, there you go. Flash is actually pretty fucking smart there, isn't he, bud?
Damn way.
All right, I'll just get into a trance and see women.
Okay, well, you've got a pretty good chance to get out of this. That did not work out. You are in a complete and utter trance. And when you come to, you are underground in a basement room. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 exits from this room. But that's going to be the end of your turn.
Welcome to the basement.
Who's in that?
Ooh.
Alexi.
The
You're up.
I'm gonna go forward, I think.
Okay. Now there is
Hope I
some
run
light
into
that you are
somebody.
able to see with. There are two exits to this room. There's south and west.
I'm gonna go west.
Going west. Okay. You enter what looks to be a dining room. Like I said, there's some light coming in. You're not entirely sure where, but it's definitely hard to see. It's just you can see. It just takes a longer for your eyes to get adjusted as you get to each room, so that's eating up your time.
Mhm.
However, and I'll let you decide how freaked out Alexi is by this. There is a board on the table. There are letters on this board and numbers. And the words yes and the word no.
There's a Luigi board.
Did you just say a Luigi board?
Yeah,
Luigi board.
it's a Luigi board.
From Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
I hate you all so much. And as you pick it up, oh, this would be number 7 here, right?
Yeah.
The dong of the bell sounds again. But this time, you all
Oh,
feel something has changed.
Okay.
Guess we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Woo! Spoopy.
I will see you all in a bit. So, for those of you who have not yet figured it out, we are playing an amazing game. Josh, would you like to give the name?
Josh gone.
I'll let you do it. I know the game already.
The game is called Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Okay.
This is a cooperative game with a defector. So basically, the way this game is normally played is you have a bunch of tiles, and you draw, like, the tiles are all shuffled up, and you start out in the basement, and each time you move to one of the rooms, you draw a tile to figure out what happens there, and then you draw randomly from the cards to figure out, like, if the tile has a certain symbol on it, it's an event, it's an item, or it's an omen. The omens are little bird symbols. The more you collect omens, each time you collect an omen, you have to make a haunt roll. Each time you collect one, the counter goes up. If you ever roll underneath the current haunt counter, the haunt begins. And there's this whole table in something called the Trader's Tome,
Okay.
which tells you, so for our example, dining room. The omen that was found was the spirit board.
Okay.
Means that we are doing haunt number 40. There's 50 different haunts in the original game, which
Okay.
has amazing replay value. Mansion never looks the same, and you will get different haunts. I'm just so glad that one of the options
It
here
is one of the best board games out there, I will
Yeah.
say. Like,
There-
it is one of my absolute favorites.
There's actually another expansion which adds another 50 haunts to it, so you get both of them. There's like over
It's
100
really
different
good, too.
possibilities.
It's really good.
That
So
said,
I was right.
kind
This
of,
is basically Phasmo.
except
got
I'm
it.
pretty sure this came out before Phasmo.
Oh no, 100% this came out before Phasmo.
By the
This
way,
is basically
if my information that I was told is correct, this was actually invented in Josh and I and McKnight's Oma area.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was invented at PVCC, from what I understand.
The more you know.
Oh, that's fun and interesting. So technically, what would normally happen is one of you would become the traitor.
Mm.
I'm not going to be playing with that role
Okay.
because we're playing Dungeon Master version or Storyteller version. I will be the traitor. So there's somebody else
Yeah,
here.
and that would take all the fun away with. That would take all the fun away of it if I just had to kill you two. Like
You actually
I got a
wouldn't have been,
gun.
you actually wouldn't have been the traitor. And that particular one, and
I
by the
know.
way, whoever, like, sometimes it's the person that reveals the haunt. In other words, the person who failed the roll, because normally everybody's rolling for themselves.
Mm.
That person is the one who is the betrayer. But then sometimes it's like the person to the left of the haunt revealer, which is what this one says. Or it's the person with the character with the lowest intelligence score.
Mm.
So we just have to worry about the werewolf killing us. That would be the issue.
That is actually one of the options that I did. So when I did this, what I did is I drew.
Smiley face.
So what I did. Oh, by the way, you don't have access to your werewolf powers. You guys are in a dream.
Fuck.
So what I did is I laid out all the tiles and then drew the cards and put them on there and wrote everything down. That's why I keep referring back to the piece of paper.
Mm.
Because that has everything. Now, so there are two books. There's the Traitor's Tome that come with the game. And then there is the, what is this? Secrets of Survival. So normally what happens is one person, whoever the traitor is, goes off and fucks off by themselves and reads the Traitor's Tome. You guys, like, personally, I don't think the traitor knowing what the people are trying to do really affects him that much.
It can sometimes.
It can sometimes.
I've played it well sometimes.
I highly doubt
You
that
got
this
to
is going to
bait
be
them
the
into
case.
it.
Yes, in certain instances. But I'm a dungeon master. You know I can separate that. So, the haunt that you will be dealing with tonight, called Buried Alive.
Oh great.
I already did that tonight.
You already did technically, yeah.
Which is why I find it fun that Alexi's the one that freaking caused this to freaking happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alexi's dream. So
May I? The spirit board slides back and forth across the letters, moving without anyone's aid. Everyone stares in horrified fascination as it spells out, Buried Alive. Looking around, you realize... ignore that part. Some twisted magic must have prevented you from remembering. If a friend of yours is really buried alive, you must find that person now. So, what you know is that the traitor's buried a non-player friend of yours in a basement room.
Mm.
Hey, Esme.
So
Rachel came with you guys. You suddenly remember.
Oh, lovely.
lovely.
So they are buried somewhere in the basement.
Good thing I'm in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and go on break, and I'll read all the details to these guys because I don't want to give away their stuff. But yes, we are gonna go ahead and go on break. We love you all. I love you, M Lady Lou.
Elsie cat.
Elsie Cat, and Slap Cactus. If you ever wake up, we love you.
Slap
Okay.
Cactus is alive.
But asleep, probably, according to someone there.
No. Nah. Slap Cactus
Someone's
is
like,
alive.
probably fell asleep. All right, where is my break button? There it is. All right, guys. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye bye. And welcome back. For those of you that have missed it, we are in fact actually playing Betrayal at House on the Hill, a heavily modified version of it anyway, that I kind of spent all of last night making up. So, they've revealed the haunt. The haunt today is buried alive, which Alexi can relate to now. So spoilers for that particular haunt. And we're going to pick back up with Esme is up. Now, basically what happened is that bell rang. Everyone heard it. And suddenly, Alexi, Aiden, and Esme are aware that their friend Rachel was here with them and is now buried somewhere in the basement.
Okay.
Which, that reminds me, I need to do something real quick. Yep, okay, I've got it. I forgot to mark down for myself where this person's buried.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it marked down now.
Okie dokie.
So there, I'm modifying the actual hunts for anybody who's familiar with it. There is not going to be anybody actually attacking them at all, which means this may actually be a little bit easier, because normally there'd be somebody trying to kill you. But now it's a race to the clock of trying to save your friend's life.
What are my door options?
Your
Where am
options
I?
are, where were you last? You were in the larder, was the last place you were. You came from the servants' quarters. There is a room to the south. Or there's a door to the south, I should say.
I guess I'm gonna go south then.
Okay, now, here's the things that you can do. On your turn, now, the hunt is revealed. Is once per turn, I believe. Or no, each time you move into a room, you can attempt to search it. Now, that attempt to search will happen after any triggering events for discovering the room.
Okay.
Which means you may get additional resources, you can find additional things. So yeah, the bird, by the way, like, so many omens in the basement. I'm surprised it was not a basement one that triggered, because there were so many fucking omens in the basement.
So many birds in the basement. So many birds in there.
So many birds. Here's the basement. You move to... that. Oh, I will also remind you, Alexi, you can only move one room at a time now.
Oh yeah, I know.
Move south. Him. Oh. You get into this room and it is a chasm that is stretched by a bridge. A rickety-looking bridge. You can continue moving because no event gets triggered here.
Okay.
You will have to succeed on a roll that I will make for you.
All right.
It is a speed. Let's catch speed of 3 or more. You currently have 4 speed, so you get 4 dice. So pretty good odds here. Pretty good odds. That's 4 total. Yeah, you make it across there. No problem.
Right, cool.
Okay, so you move from there to the Catacombs. So the Catacombs are a maze of twisty, turny, tight areas. And as you round one of these corners trying to find your way through, you run into a mad person.
Huh?
He is a raving, frothing madman. However, he seems to like you. He
Okay.
hands you a
okay.
cupcake. I like you.
Oh.
Have a cupcake.
Thanks.
This is actually good news for you in one fashion,
Eh?
because your might actually increases, so when you go digging, you have a better chance.
Okay.
Downside, you lost a sanity.
Ah.
And you're not, you don't got a lot of sanity left here.
I mean, you just took a cupcake from a frothing mad person.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't count you as sane.
It is a blueberry cupcake, and if you take a bite of it, it is extraordinarily delicious. You now have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
God damn it. Can
And
I bring a little like dust of deliciousness on it?
No, that's the reason why you have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, because it's that was the joke, is that was the blueberry cupcake. Yeah.
That's what I was laughing. Okay, good.
Yeah. You see as the madman says, I'm tearing it apart with my hands.
I hate it.
Madman looks at you and says, Hi, I'm Jester. No.
No, please no. I can't take Justin now.
But that's going to be your turn for now if you want to try and search to see whether or not this room is where I chose to bury your friend.
I want to try to see if my friend's here.
Okay. This will be a knowledge roll, which you're actually fairly good at here.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you playing along at home, Esme is being represented by Heather Granville.
Oh, Heather.
Exactly 3, which is what you needed. This is not the room.
All right, cool.
There is, you do like see through the maze and everything that there is an exit to the south. In order to proceed, you actually need to succeed on a knowledge. Oh, wow. You need to get a 6+ to,
This is gonna be fun.
yeah, you've got a 6, like, or in knowledge, actually, no, you have a 5. So you're rolling 5 dice with a third of them being 2s. So you've got a fairly decent chance.
Yeah.
But that's going to be the end of your turn.
Okay, dokie.
Aiden. Esme friend's Rachel is buried somewhere in the basement.
Damn, my time to shine.
Where were you, by the way?
I was like at the balcony, then I kind of zoomed into the basement.
Oh, yeah, because you had your,
Yeah.
or no, you went to the tower, which is where you got zoomed to the basement. That was the last turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the basement landing. There is a path to the north, east, south, and west. Here, path to the north, to the south, to the east, and the west.
What are your options again?
North, south, east, west.
All options. North,
All options.
south.
Let's go east.
You went east?
Yes.
And before Aiden finds Rachel, before Esme.
You went east. You know what really sucks is this item would be really useful to Alexi. Because you do find an item. You enter a wine cellar. There are casks of wine all around. And a single glowing candle.
Yeah.
Anytime you draw an event card, you get an additional die to roll. So remind me of that. Also, unfortunately, I don't think there's a particular item that I don't think is in with this particular set, like of the items that I drew. If that item was here and you found that item, you would actually gain 2 in all of your traits. Because you have the book, the candle, the other is the bell. The bell, the book, and the candle. It's a classic exorcism thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you would like, because it's part of the haunt, you can try to make a knowledge roll to
Yes.
Let's see where Rachel goes. Huh?
Yep, here we go. All right, so there's a knowledge of 3 plus for Derek Flash, who has a knowledge of 3. That is going to be a 2.
Yep.
You're not.
Mhm.
You don't know if this is where Rachel is buried or not. Give me the end of your turn.
Yep.
Oh. Alexei Abramov, you have the spirit
I'm still on
board.
the main floor, right?
Yes. You have,
I'm gonna.
the entrance to the basement has not been found. The only way for the
Yeah, no,
basement to
I'm
become
gonna-
unlocked is if it's found.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep moving forward 1 room since that's all I can do.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna roll the sanity on the spirit board.
Well, real quick. You are. Yeah. So if you don't want to go back, your move forward is going to be onto the patio. Okay, maybe a little clip sucker. That's fun.
What did you call me?
I said tit sucker.
That's fair.
Oh, this is so appropriate. You hear a voice in your head. So I don't really know what's going on, but my friend. No, I'm kidding. That's not what it says. I'm under the floor. Buried under the floor. You may attempt a knowledge roll now. Brandon,
Brandon. Attempting a knowledge roll.
with your knowledge of 3. You dig and you find nothing.
All right. Can I attempt to roll on the spirit board?
Yes, you may.
All right.
Are you just going to attempt the roll?
Yep. Till I get to the basement.
Cool dealio. That is going to be...
Actually, if I find out where the body is, can I communicate that with them?
I'm
How would I
going to
do that?
say yes, because if we were playing the regular game, that absolutely would be communicated between
Okay,
players,
yeah,
right?
but I'm gonna use my magic feather then and find out where Rachel is.
I hope everybody was not hoping for a particularly long session today.
Magic feather.
Aiden, you receive a text from Alexei.
Okay.
It
Reading
reads, she's in the wine cellar.
Always in the wine cellar.
I like how the one he failed is where he is.
I know, right? I literally just looked and went, ooh, wine cellar. This will be perfect. Marked it. Not knowing which direction he was going to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, so am I in the wine cellar?
You are in the
Yes.
wine cellar. You
And
you
failed
failed
your
the
roll.
roll.
If you had made your roll, you would have already known
You
what
would
she
have
was.
found
I'm just gonna be like, well, damn, where's the wine cellar?
on brand, on fucking brand.
Hello? Anyone know the
You're-
direction of the wine cellar? I'm just gonna
You're in
start
the wine
yelling.
cellar.
Yeah.
I know.
You
that's
know
the
you're in
point.
the wine cellar.
One
I mean, if you
fucking
want to play
river
this
in
up
it.
that he goes looking for the wine cellar, I will absolutely take it.
I mean, it's up to you, man.
I'm
There's
gonna
funny
look.
shit.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna look inside the wine cellar to give me clues to where the wine cellar
Oh my god.
is.
I hate it.
Okay.
It's
Hey.
accurate
Ooh,
though.
that's not good for
Yeah,
her.
it's accurate.
That's not good for her at all.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
What
by the
are
way,
you gonna
she's
do
gonna
to my
take damage
friend?
each turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are you doing to my friend, man? This is all your fault.
She dies because.
He dies because Ada being dumb.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say if she wasn't taking damage, like, and I wasn't allowed to communicate with you, I was just gonna risk maybe healing her to
Mm.
extend the time until I got to the basement, so I could then just.
Oh,
boom,
by the
find
way,
out which room it
I'll
was.
send a text back saying I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Oh
What sucks is Alexi got both things that could be hoped by having another explorer nearby.
Mm.
The webs could have also been broken by another explorer.
Mm.
And now he's got the lights out condition.
Mm.
But anywhoozly, Esme, it's gonna be your turn.
Cause I don't know what the white cellar is. So
Nope.
I guess I'm going through and try and get to the other door.
Okay, it's gonna take an knowledge roll.
Yeah, it is.
It's not exact. Oh yeah, no, never mind. This thing you're actually the only thing you're actually good at right now.
Come on. Get me out.
Exactly 6.
Hey!
So we're clear. You need to make that every time you attempt to exit.
Fair enough.
Then, and the final room in that particular line is SR. I did actually I have a whole notation on how I'm keeping track of this shit, by the way. Each room I have like what rooms enter into it and where the exits are. Like, oh, it's a storeroom.
Okay.
Storeroom for wine.
Nope.
Hmm.
So the storeroom looks fairly empty. There's a bunch of busted open boxes, but something does catch your eye. Fortunately, it's not going to be useful in this particular thing.
Mm.
You find a sacrificial dagger.
Oh.
You can hand that off to your
Not that
madman.
big.
Sure, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
extra cupcakes. Cupcakes for daggers. That's the deal.
Yeah.
The gentleman following you says, "Bugger it." Millennium handed shrimp.
Give him the dagger.
Bugger it. I told him I said. Aiden,
Oh.
it's your turn.
Yes, it is.
Oh goodness. Oh my god.
Cigarette. Yes, it is.
Yes.
I'm confused.
What are you doing?
Ignore what are you doing?
I was,
Literally ignore what are you doing?
I was like, this looks really weird because you're just like pointing your chin towards like, I mean, you point your chins toward Josh. I'm like, what? Do you,
Yeah,
Like,
except
we-
here's the thing. Here's the thing. On stream, it's towards you.
okay, yeah. So I
Because
figured
it's
it was just like,
flipped.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a moment to myself and be like, I know where I'm at, and I start looking for Rachel.
You can start digging actually.
Oh wait, can my pet dog sniff her out?
Well, yes, you can
He-
start digging immediately. You're in the.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I shall start digging. I'll be like, well, listen, boy, I'm looking for someone that looks like this, and this.
When you go to say that, she's over in the corner taking a piss. Like, so she's going down.
Mm-mm.
Hello, pup.
Huh?
Look for this, and this. Dig. Good. He does not communicate.
I'm just slightly surprised that he did not say, "Look, dog."
The dog's name is Dog.
Yeah.
Hey, my favorite John Wayne movie has a dog named Dog in it. Also kind of more of a wolf. That's a wolf with an L, not a woof.
Woof.
Okay. Weirdly, oh, that's right. You lost some fucking might. That's the reason why your might's so low.
I'm naming the dog low key.
Get out.
Especially with what I just rolled for you.
Get out. Yeah.
That would be all blanks.
Okay.
The dog just like, and just like circles around, and then like lays down,
Oh, baby.
like head in the hand, sort of. Eyes looking up at you.
I'll get down my knees too, and I'll like start like imitating digging. So I'll
Okay,
be
that's
scratching.
taking your entire turn, so nothing gets.
Mhm.
That's fine. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to pretend to be a
Alexi.
dog.
Yes.
It is your turn. The exits to the patio, there is, I believe, east and west.
Which one did I come from?
You came from north.
Okay. I'll go east.
He went east.
My
We
knees.
went east.
Go east, young man. Haven't you been told? Note to self, next time I do this, use a pen, not a pencil, so it makes it easier to read. This looks like a 50s era kitchen. However, sitting on the counter, you find a skull cracked and missing teeth.
Oh, Yorick. I knew him pretty well.
Anyway. That's a little bit better for her. Yeah, the number of dice I roll increases each round for the damage she takes.
Mm.
Esme, you're up.
Since that was the end of that room,
Mhm.
guess I'm going back through the place to get to the back to the other side.
Okay, so you have a speed of 4, which means you can move 4 rooms at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so first room, you have to make a knowledge roll of 6 or more to pass through.
Yep.
Actually done.
Yay!
The next room,
I'm
you have to.
knowledgeable.
The next room is the chasm, so you have to make a 3 or more speed roll to pass through with 4 dice. That's a 4 total. You're gone.
Yay!
That's 2 rooms down. You've got 2 rooms to go. The next room is the larder and then the servants' quarters. And that would be as far as you can move. Now, the servants'
Fine with
quarters,
me.
there are 2 exits, one north, one east that you haven't tried yet. However,
Okay.
I would imagine that the text message, like back and forth between Aiden and everything, you know that Aiden is in the wine cellar. And that's where Rachel is. So you can choose to try and explore them, or you can rush to find where Aiden is.
Knowing me and the fact that she's my best friend, I'm rushing towards her.
Okay. Well, that's going to be the end of your turn, though.
Yeah.
Aiden. Gonna keep
Still
digging?
with the dog.
Yes, I shall dig, and to show the dog how to dig.
Dig the tunnel.
Dig.
Diggleodian.
I was going for Lion King 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
Since we did Hamlet earlier, we may as well do Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead. You have 3 dice to roll in this, by the way.
Okay.
One of them is blank. You need a
Okay.
4 or more in order to succeed. The other 2 were both 2s.
Hey, the suspense.
Wow. I'm just
1
so
success.
good.
You need 2 more successes in order to free her. So the dog's like, oh, we're digging. Okay, we're digging. Helping you dig, and you start digging down.
Feels like you all walked in.
Alexi,
Duh.
you are up again. You are currently in the kitchen. You know that if you go north, you will go back to a place you've already been. That will lead you back to the place where your flashlight died in the first place.
Okay.
West takes you back to the room you just came out of.
Those are the only 2 doors.
Yep.
All right, I'm going back west.
Okay, you're back on the patio.
Okay. Man, if there were a killer on the loose right now, I'd be so dead. Except the fact that I have this gun. Dream gun. Pew, pew, pew.
You're actually not doing too badly.
Okay.
You're up, Esme. You've got 4 rooms that you can traverse if you're just trying to get to
Yeah, I'm just trying to
the
get
wine cellar.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. You can get back to the basement landing. However, the junk room does require a roll to get through.
Okay.
It is actually, that's the fun part. It is not going to cost you anything if you fail this roll. Like you can keep moving. It will cost you in speed, however.
God dang it.
Pull the right one up here. Yep, great. Your speed is reduced to 1 or to by 1, so your speed is now 3. So instead of getting to the basement landing, you're getting to the place right above the basement landing, the operating laboratory.
Okay, where it was. Okay.
Yep, that's the first place that you went after you fell down here. Aiden,
Mm-hmm.
assume you're gonna be digging.
Yes, I shall dig.
It seems the dirt got harder, and you're trying to dig through, and it's just not. You're not making progress this turn. Total.
Okay.
Let me double check to make sure none of your stuff can help you here, but
I don't think so.
yep, no. All right, Alexei. I assume you're taking the path not yet traveled.
Yep.
Okay.
Please tell me I find a battery.
Well, I mean, there's 2 ways to get other than finding another explorer to refresh your batteries. There are 2 ways to get rid
Yeah,
of
I
this
know.
condition. And you know the shitty part? Both of them are in the basement right now. It's the furnace room and the candle.
I don't want to just go back and jump down a hole, but I know that's going to take extra time when the entrance to the basement could be right around the corner.
Oh, see, here's the thing. The entrance to the basement from the regular floor is actually in the foyer. The problem is they need to find from the basement the stairs up.
Yeah.
Or find the coal
So
chute.
yeah, that's
I can
yeah.
Where it is. Ooh, statuary corridor. So you come to a corridor that is just filled with statues lining the walls. However, you do notice that there's a closet door in this hallway, and it is open just a crack. There must be something inside. You can roll 2 dice to open the closet.
All right.
Would you like to do so?
Yes. Gonna lose some sanity on this. I can feel it.
You open it up, and you find an amulet. You gain 1 to all traits.
Ooh, goody.
Not really a risk right now. However, were you to lose this, you would lose 3 to all traits. It is the Amulet of Ages. Alrighty then. That's the end of your turn. 4 dice. Not great there, Rach. That's really not great there, Rach. She has 9 points of damage right now. 12 is her death. Esme,
Yeah.
even with only 3 speed, you can get to the wine cellar.
A.
So
see.
do you mean that she, as at 9, and if she goes up 3 more, she dies?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will be rolling
Mm.
5 dice next time I roll for her,
Oh Jesus.
for her damage. Got 3
Do I see it? Do I see Aiden in the
Yep.
pupper digging?
Yep, you see Aiden and Pupper digging. You have 3 dice.
All right.
Did I raise you up?
Well, yeah, because I had Cupcake and Cupcake gave me my.
No, Cupcake didn't give you might. Having the madman with you gives you might.
Oh.
I might have been messing this up terribly, and it might have been resetting the values, by the way. Which actually ended up working well for you guys, so. In some instances. That's a 2, 1, and 1. So that is another mark for let's find out. Yep, okay. That's just great. Yeah, so the way I had that I thought was actually keeping track of y'all's scores was not keeping track of y'all's scores properly.
Oof.
So I apologize for that. Let me make sure that this is that's actually 2. So you still succeeded, but I actually should have been rolling
Yeah.
for more for you there. And same thing for you, Aiden. I apologize. I've been doing you guys dirty. It was not my intent. This did not work the way I thought it was working. So, 1 more success will free her. As you're digging down, digging down, digging down, you feel like you want to summon the wolf to try and save your friend. And it's not coming. Aiden, like you've gotten down, you found the box that she's buried in, you just have to clear a way around it to get her out.
I will do that.
You're digging around, digging around, digging around the edge, digging around the edge. The dog's helping out, the madman's helping Esme dig, and you both crack open this casket that has Rachel in it, lying there. Esme,
Hi.
that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Aiden.
Oh, thanks. Now you recognize me. Here, have a
She,
puppy.
she's been through a lot, man.
Have a puppy. I put the dog on her.
Oh.
He starts licking her, or she starts licking at her face. The dog starts licking Rachel's face, so we're clear, not the other way around. Digging,
That would be weird.
digging
Rachel's
frantically,
the
you
Dog
finally
being
free
the
your
dog or the dog being the werewolf?
Not me.
All right. Digging frantically, you finally free your trapped friend. Your companion's fingernails are broken, splintered from clawing at the wooden coffin. Blood runs down her shaking hands. Slowly, you help her out of the house, sure that with proper care, she will be as good as new someday. So that's the way it officially ends. Here's the way it ends in this story. Aiden, Alexi,
Mhm.
Esme.
Hello.
Mhm.
Aiden, you haven't been to your family's mansion in the past 2 weeks
Okay.
because they've been setting up for Halloween. For the haunted house that they're going to do for to raise money for the local fire station. But you all show up in your costumes, and someone is there at the entrance explaining that this is an exploratory haunted house.
Mhm.
It begins again.
Oh, Jesus.
And as it's starting to begin again, and there's this tingling in the back of your minds. Separately, Esme, start with you.
All right.
You sit bolt upright in bed as you hear a bang,
What the fuck?
followed by 2 more bang, bang. And Aiden's pulled out his piece before and freaking fired when you guys were in combat.
Mhm.
You know the sound of gunshots close by.
Yeah, I do.
And as you look around your room, you see some sort of figure slumped where it was standing previously standing over your bed.
No. Oh, no. I think, oh, no.
Hmm?
No, I'm thinking about the stuff in my head of what this could be. Don't mind me. I'm just panicking.
It's some sort of
Your
just
mom.
cloaked figure.
Mm-hmm.
And as you watch, it dissipates as you've seen other creatures do before
Mm-hmm.
when you and your friends have destroyed them. And you look to the door. And there stands your father with his pistol in his hand. You all right, darling?
Yeah.
I-
I'm fine.
Are you sure? I don't know what the fuck that thing was, but you were screaming out in your sleep, and it had his hands like buried, like in your head. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, no. I'm fine. Yeah.
And he drops his pistol, and he runs over, and he grabs you into a hug. I-
Oh,
Baby, I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you. All right? Are you sure you're okay?
no, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah,
Sure.
everything is fine. Yeah.
All right, because I've been talking. And he like pulls back and puts his hands on either side of your arms. He's like, I've been talking to that guidance counselor of yours, and like, you don't have to talk to me about things, but you should definitely talk to somebody. God, it's so hard to keep a straight face during this. This is a really touching and emotional scene here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying.
Uh,
I love how
Who's
this become a
getting
meme
Mr.
at this point.
Peters?
Alexi,
I'm just really confused about that right now. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
how do you think Alexi reacts to waking up to the sound of gunshots?
Grabs my gun from under my pillow, rolls to the side of the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, and I imagine you actually roll off because I imagine you sleeping on a military cot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll off like in a isosceles stance, like kneeling down to aim, and there's a big form of I can never remember his name. David Peters?
Mm-hmm.
Was that your
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
Peters? Was that the name? What's David?
Dave
Yeah,
Peters.
Peterson's
Dave
last
Peterson,
name. It was
Peterson.
David with his first name. Yeah.
Yep,
Uh,
it's the Petersons.
Yeah, as David Peterson stands there with his 45 1911. You all right,
Do I
Alexi?
see what he was shooting at?
Yeah, you see this form, this just weird form that's like in this like ragged cloak, and you just catch a glimpse of it as it dissipates just like other monsters you fought. Report.
Sorry. I've not been getting good sleep lately.
Yeah. Trying to figure out why here, Alexi.
I know about as much as you.
I doubt that. The Morpheus phage. They feed off energies of dreams and control them.
Yeah, like the Kruger man with the knife hands.
Yeah, it's part of where that idea came from.
Yes.
Anybody else in there with you?
There was Esme and Aiden and Rachel.
All right. I'll call up Esme's father, make sure Officer Amaretto, make sure everything's all right over there. We already got somebody taking care of Aiden. Aiden. What do you think Aiden's reaction to waking up to the sound of gunfire in his room is?
I start blasting.
Oh my god.
Do you... I'm going
Yeah,
to
that's
say
so
yes.
classic.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes, please let
But-
it happen.
It's
a
more.
water
But-
gun.
Exactly what I was going to do. It's the fucking water gun. You okay with this?
Yeah. Is it loaded this time?
Yes, this time. That's the
Yeah,
only
yeah,
reason
yeah,
it wasn't
that's
loaded
good.
before was because it was a fucking drain.
So yeah, I start
So you
blasting.
wake up and
Anyways, I'll stop blasting.
there's the like it's one of those little ones that have like the automatic like
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be like screaming like, "You ain't taking me alive, suckers!"
I just imagine Fred shirtless, like getting sprayed in the face with the bar, like,
Oh, if it was Fred.
Oh, only.
Standing there in a now soaked white shirt
Of course.
is Megan Peterson.
Perfect. Fucking perfect.
Make my dreams come true.
Literally.
This is the first time Aiden has seen breasts in real life.
Not true. Hi,
That were
Esme.
not his mother's.
True?
Yep, Esme.
Yeah, no, I was first.
You know,
And
you
she
could take
looks
me
at you,
alive.
and you look at her.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at
She
you.
looks like you. I look
Alright.
at her.
Continue. What were you saying?
I was just like, you know, you can actually take me alive. I'll make an exception.
Aiden, please take this every wrong way you can imagine. You're an idiot.
And it continues feeding on Rachel until she's dead.
And I'm just gonna roast myself.
Oh.
Hmm?
It's like, well, I guess this is the only time I ever get a girl wet.
Do you say that out loud? Tell me if you say that
Yes.
out loud. She
Yes.
stops on the way out the door. And you watch her shoulders shake. She's trying not to bust out laughing. That is both sexist and I gotta say, fucking hilarious. Use that
I'm just
humor
gonna-
more. She looks her
I'm just
dead
gonna-
in the eye and she
A
says,
couple more squirts. The gun.
Of course.
use that humor more often, Aiden. Stop trying to be the baddest one in the room.
But I'm bad.
And she turns around and walks out.
I'm the best one around. I'll start shooting my room up.
Oh
With a water
my-
gun.
With the water gun.
Joke's on you, we filled it with salt water, so it looks really awkward under a black light now.
Across town, there is a Morpheus phage with its hands dug into the head of Esme's best friend, Rachel.
Oh no.
Until something moves in the shadows of her room and separates its head from the rest of its body. Drops it to the ground and walks out. The camera never fully reveals what it was that killed that Morpheus phage.
It was Esme's little brother. He's
Totally.
the chosen. He's the
Mhm.
chosen one.
Oh, by the way, Esme, your little brother comes like running into the, like,
Mm.
Oh, it
Yes.
wasn't him then.
yeah, he kind of heard the gunshots.
Yeah.
Fred,
Oh.
Aiden does peek out and like, no shirt on. Looks at Megan walking away. She just says, "Don't," and keeps walking.
Leans over and sees Aiden shooting up his room with a squirt Tommy gun.
That seems about right.
Say hello. Say hello to my little friend.
I wouldn't be bragging
It
about
is
how
very
little.
little.
He was gonna say I wouldn't be bragging how little it is, brother.
Mm.
Maybe little, but it sure packs a punch. Cha-cha.
I'm done. I'm... Mm.
Got that drip.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Esme, like
Indeed.
many teenage girls, are very, very confused about her relationship with her father. In
Yeah,
that way.
I got daddy issues. It's fine.
Do you think you
Better
can deal
use-
77 points of it?
No, I can't do 77, but that's all you. That's all you, ma'am. That's all you.
77 points. So daddy issues. By the way,
I will make that a shirt.
Yeah, no, we gotta make that a
I
shirt.
hope you get
That's
77
valid.
points of daddy issues.
So we still have like an hour before we normally knock off of here. Do you guys want to ask me any questions about any of the stuff that's been happening thus far, or in either campaign?
I was on either campaign.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not going to guarantee I'll answer it.
that's fair.
You
That's
might get a
fair.
Patho answer. I'll give you a Patho answer. Play and find out. Patho.
Actually, I just want to like say something, and it might be something for like much later in the Shadows Light campaign.
Mhm.
But I just have to ask, and it's completely up to your discretion how you want to do this. Does Claire have any other relatives?
Oh,
The answer is unequivocally yes.
okay.
But I've answered that before.
Well,
These
other than technically, though, I'm talking like close relatives.
Okay. You're talking like aunts, uncles, immediates, that sort of things.
Yes.
Entirely possible. The truth is, and I don't have a good answer for you because I don't actually know yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if it's something like you don't know, you might play with that a
Yes.
bit. You
That being said, this is something that I will say the likelihood, the odds are that they were in Sire.
got it.
Because that's the reason why there's not that many dragon marked Kenneth left. Out of all the other dragon marks, I think Kenneth and Thorani, the ones that have the least number of dragon marks at this point.
Not true. There's one with 0.
There's one with 1. She can't use it, but technically she still has it.
Fair.
Actually, that's a fun story. No, she doesn't.
So don't we have technically one more module left, and the rest is completely homebrew?
Yep.
I can't wait for the homebrew.
See,
Oh, I
the
can't wait.
the problem with building Dragon Mark characters is I like the idea of Dragon Mark characters, but it also adds a lot of responsibility. And so
Yes,
the
it does.
only way that I can really do it is play a Decivis. I gotta be a gnome if I'm a Dragon Mark character. It's just so good.
Or have responsibilities, not shed at least.
I mean, to be fair, Claire doesn't have any responsibilities left to her house. She's officially dead.
Yeah.
Well, the responsibilities to my house can also involve all sorts of things, which involved being a notary, signing documents, just basically being a legal liaison wherever I go. It's
I mean,
very
personally, I
useful.
think Thrask is very easy to play a freaking adventurer character as.
Well, if I do Decivis, I would definitely do Order of the Scribes and give myself a photographic
Yeah, I
memory.
mean,
faux
do you guys
chisel.
do you guys have any questions about Eberron in general? Because I know a lot about Eberron.
I mean, I haven't
Are
read
we
much on it. So.
Are we allowed to read the books now? Because at one point we were not.
I never actually said you couldn't read the books. I pointed out that the books may contain spoiler stuff.
But what we know out of character, our characters
There
don't
was
know.
there
Yes.
was a point where you told us that if we
Yeah.
had not read them, not to read them.
Yeah, you did say
And-
that.
Okay,
And I
but-
remember because it was like a week after I had used one of my tokens to get the Dreaming Dark books, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll hold off on that one.
Oh yeah,
Am I
no,
allowed
no.
to start listening to it
Yeah,
yet?
no. The Dreaming Dark books. You guys pretty much know everything that happens in the Dreaming Dark books at this point.
Okay, cool. All right.
With one exception, and it's been hinted at, and I'll go ahead and tell you now. And this is just my version of Eberron. I want to make that clear, by the way. Eberron, the Eberron we play in, is my Eberron. That's what it
Give me
is.
just a second. You can keep going. I'm just
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, in the Dreaming Dark series, spoilers, by the way, for the Dreaming Dark novels by Keith Baker. So, in the Dreaming Dark series, there is a Warforged that they meet who has been changed by the Mournland after the mourning happened. where he's no longer a single piece. He is literally, he is a shattered warforged that is being held together. What is that Marvel character? Havoc?
No, you,
The X-Men character. You know who I'm talking about.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Psylocke? No, it's not
No, it's not
Psylocke.
Psylocke. This is the guy,
Um,
number one.
yeah, no, it was,
I want to say it was one of Scott's brothers.
no, Havoc was one of Scott's brothers, but that's not his power.
Is it like canon or something like that? Like he had a weird. Anyhow, anywho's be. So there is a character who is like I said, he's a warforged that's just been shattered, but he can actually just send himself out in these sharpened like pieces and shred people. Now, officially, he is not the character that I'm making him in my Eberron. However, to me, it makes perfect sense that a creature that could do that would take a title of the Lord of Blades.
Mhm.
He's the one
Sweet.
who's been sending all this shit after you. And guess who he calls his brother and his sister? Pearson Lay. He also was made at Blackheart. That's probably where I'm going to plan on sending y'all's. By the way,
Yeah.
was anybody upset that I made you guys a guild in Sharn? Like out of character upset?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
I was going to say in other out of character stuff, the Scarecrow undead reborn that I was working on, I did come up with the fun idea of having him, since he's stuffed with straw, actually be a Scarecrow and serve the Raven Queen.
Oh, nice.
It is actually good flavor, isn't it?
You know the
If I'm
great thing
doing,
about
like, a Wizards
scarecrows?
of Corvair,
You know the great thing about scarecrows?
they don't actually scarecrows.
Nope. The fact that they're outstanding in their field.
Each and every one of them.
That was a good joke. I don't care what you say.
It was.
Yes, it was.
I do kind of want to run a Wizard of Oz type game though.
You mean an isekai game?
Like literally, I could just build a module around Wizard of Oz.
I mean, that's
If you
pretty
can
much.
encounter
Wizard of
where you
Oz
fight
is
flying
one of the
monkeys.
first like isekai stories. Let's be honest. They're one of the first portal fantasies.
Mhm.
That Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland's a good one. That one's harder to run as a D&D game though. It's just not combat heavy.
Clearly, you've
The
never played
Horrible
American
Blade only
McGee's
does-
Alice.
I have played that.
Anyway, so like, yeah, any questions about Eberron? About any of the items that you guys have come across? Anything that you felt like you guys didn't get a chance to explore? Basically, I'm asking, can you give me a reason to run my mouth about my settings?
Why would the Lord of Blades be after us again? Is he after the Schemas, right?
Yes, he's after the schemas. He's
Okay.
after the it's not just the schemas, but also the creation pattern.
Ooh, about that.
Yeah.
One other wonderful thing coming up in D&D mechanics. I've always enjoyed the idea of having a pet mimic. Okay, just because they're fun.
I mean,
The new Strixhaven book coming out has
that's
this
what I was
thing,
about to say.
college mascots. Your college mascot can 100% be a mimic, and there's a spell where you summon your college mascot. So
You could be
summon
owl people too now.
the Owlin are fucking dope.
Yeah.
I mean,
I am actually kind of looking
technically,
forward to the magic stuff.
technically, I
have to-
personally would say that Eric Croker could have been an owls. You know,
Well, yeah, this is just gonna add a subcategory of basically Eric Okras.
okay,
Mm.
Just
that's
a little
valid.
more customizable.
Yeah.
Which are definitely a thing in
Yeah.
Sharn.
Very much Eric Okras, like arms, legs, humanoid with wings on the back.
But if they're
Mhm.
owls, does that mean if they like pull up their pants things, like the legs go up to here?
Here's the other thing. They really work well as security guards because if people come up behind them and try to snap their neck, it just goes
I was explaining.
glares
So
at you.
I found a bunch of my freaking role playing books recently. Like I found my V5 book. I found my Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition book. I found my Dungeon Master's Guide.
Nice.
I found my original freaking Dungeon Master screen. I found my copy of Volo's Guides to Monsters. I found my copy of the Taldore campaign setting.
Volos is so
Oh.
choice.
Yeah, no, like I said, I found all of my D&D books, like all of my role-playing books, were in a single box hidden underneath my bed.
Mm.
And by
I
bed,
really do like the
I was going to say by bed, I sleep on what Alexi sleeps on. I do actually sleep on a military cot.
it's basic, but it works.
But so, one of the things I also found was a D&D coloring book that I had gotten for someone, and they did not take it with them when they left. So, one of my roommate's birthdays was this past week. Also, by the way, happy birthday to Shane, because I forgot to wish him happy birthday on his birthday.
Oh, happy
Sorry,
birthday,
bud.
Shane.
Yep.
Happy birthday to Shane.
I think it's the 26th. I actually remember when his birthday is off the top of my head. To be fair, he forgets mine all the time, too.
I think that's my brother's birthday too.
I don't care so much about. Kidding, bud. Happy birthday, man.
I remember. I wished him a happy birthday the other day when it was his birthday. I
Also,
remember
happy
when it
birthday
was.
to my mom, because today is her birthday.
Happy birthday to your
oh.
mom.
I did actually call her up and wish her a happy
Mm.
birthday.
So many birthdays. Holy heck.
Also, my former roommate's birthday is around this time as well. Yeah, it's a lot of birthdays.
October.
Yeah, anywho's will be.
Just think
So,
if the pattern keeps up, that means that a lot of people had sex like 9 months ago.
middle of fucking winter, don't you know? So I showed her I gave her, I had gotten her just a coloring book. She'd started using coloring books. I was like, hey, I have this. I'll give this to you for your birthday as well. She's over the moon about that. And she's asking me about the different creatures in it. Because it's Monsters and Heroes, the name of the coloring book. And she pulls up this one. It's like, what is this? I like him. He looks really cool. And I'm like, that's a bad guy. That's very much a bad guy. He eats brains. It was an illithid. It's exactly a fucking illithid. Another one was another one was a Githzerai. Which I can never remember. The Githzerai are the good ones, right? And the Githyanki are the bad ones? Or is it the other way around?
It really depends upon your point of view. Good and evil.
From a certain
morality
point
set
of
by
view.
men. Yes, but the Githrazai focus on mental fortitude, while the Githyanki focus on physical strength.
Okay.
So
They're
one-
like
the
Klingons and
Githyanki are
Romulans. Oh, they're like Vulcans and Romulans, right?
yeah, the Githyanki are definitely more aggressive.
Okay.
But the Githrazai are definitely shrewd and assholes as well. They're all
Yeah.
they're all jerks. The Gith are all jerks.
That's
I
fair.
love them.
To be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair. Anyway.
I do have an idea for Gith smuggler who just travels across the different realms since they live on the astral plane. He just pocket dimension stuff. He's a pirate.
Anything else?
Can't think of anything.
So how do I'm just wondering for like character ideas, because I like to have the idea of like some of the characters that I just create and delete at random. Because I usually at this point I'm doing it because of the Eberron game, because it's the main game that I'm focusing on in my brain right now. How do creatures that, I mean, I know since the morning is usually the explanation, or hags or whatever, for things that aren't necessarily native to Corvair.
First off, what do you mean
Like-
about hags?
Well, like, you don't see a lot of hexbloods just walking around.
What's a hexblood?
They're
I'm being completely
Um,
serious. What is hexblood?
hexbloods are the things that are hags before they're hags.
You're
in
not
the
going to see them in
non-chain.
Sharp. That's Demon's Waste. That's Droam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean universally. Like,
What do you
because
mean?
they do exist. There could be one.
But if there's like a group of them or anything like that, that's where they're coming from. They're coming from Demon Waste. You gotta remember, you guys are in Breland. Breland is it's not an insignificant portion, but it is also a very small portion of this map overall.
Yeah. Oh no, I've looked at the continental map. It's big.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could find my copy of it. I'd freaking post it up on the wall behind me. Because I got the I bought the special edition of the Eberron book. Nice gold cover.
But
one.
like, there's not a lot of lore, say for Aarakocra in Sharn or in Eberron. But they could exist. Would
Yes, they
people
could.
freak out if they existed and be like, what the fuck are you?
Probably not, no. In fact, I would personally say that Aarakocra are probably from, personally, because you mentioned like stuff like the morning causing like certain things to exist.
It can cause certain things. It's one of the things I read in one of the Eberron books was like, it can cause, like, if you're playing an out of place character, this can be a reason.
Or, here's mine, Zendrick. That's where the Aarakocra are from. A result of the magics left over in the Dragon Giant War.
Goliaths. Goliaths too.
Yeah, gargoyles are some of my favorite ones, bud.
Now, what I really want to see is the actual like star-crossed lovers story where it's a Goliath. So there's like a half giant basically. Well, like giant blooded
I know what a Goliath is.
with, yes, and a drow. Because you know how that works in Eberron. Only
Mhm.
difference is the drow's the dom.
Mm, again, it's Eberron, not Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms, the drow don't have beef with giants. They do in Eberron.
No, but in Forgotten Realms, the Drow, or Drow, however you wish to pronounce it, are the whole dominatrix thing. That's Forgotten Realms Drow.
Well, yes, but drow in Eberron were basically slaves to the giants.
Not just Drow.
Well,
It
they
was
were
all
the,
elves. It was all elves.
yes, it was, but the drow were specifically like handpicked
Yeah.
because they were the ones that the giants infused with their magic, and that's why
Mhm.
they're the drow. That's why their skin color's different.
Because of racism.
So to have them like have a thing is fun
Well-
because there's a lot of tension there socially.
Except,
There's a lot of social tension.
Except there are some, and if once you read the Dreaming Dark novels, you actually meet some. There are some of them that believe that they failed their masters and are still giant worshippers.
Yeah, and there's some Dragonborn who worship the Dragon King still.
There are some Dragonborn that worship the five-headed slut. I mean, Tiamat. Seriously, though, Esme, be very glad we're not
Got
playing
good
Drow in
throat
Forgotten
game.
Realms.
Yeah, Drow and Forgotten Realms are about to get a lot more. Well, they just did get a lot more interesting. I just want to read the books in order at this point because I'm still behind.
Still there,
But
Esme?
the Driz books,
She's
she fell asleep.
Yeah, that's valid. I was talking, I can understand it.
But yeah,
And so-
the R.A. Salvatore books, they just introduced kind of a new clan of Drow. The Starlight Enclave. They're like the Drow, only they're not so fucking evil.
Starlight, Starbright. Why you got fucking earrings on?
Yeah, a lot of star magic. Esme would be happy. Skin as black as the night sky.
It was a tiefling that my ex made at one point. Was her nickname was Sparkle Tits, but that was part of her thing, is she had dots of like white over her dark purplish black skin.
I do think a pitch black tiefling would be like the most terrifying looking tiefling.
Really?
Like shiny white pointed teeth, all black, red eyes.
Really?
Like, that's kind of creepy.
You think so,
Yeah.
bud? I mean, it shows up better at night.
Yeah.
Dark blue, on the other hand, that blends into shadows.
Yeah, but I'm not going with that, man. I'm just saying, like, one you would see, like, seems to be shrouded in black. Just absolutely terrifying. But also dope. Like, he's the one I want on my team. He's different, which means that he's probably better.
But yeah, so I've got plans for when next week we're going to be starting a little bit later.
Mhm.
I hope not too much later. I'll keep you guys abreast as because I've got a doctor's appointment. Trying to take good care of myself. Better than I have been doing. The week after that, we should be good. Week after that, we should be good. The week after that, on the other hand, we probably will not be having game because we are Americans and we like turkey.
And blowing all the money.
I mean, I don't know about you, bub, but I don't plan on blowing all my money.
Black Friday, that's the thing I was going for.
Oh, God, here come all the questions. You guys having a Black Friday sale? No, it's Costco.
You guys got any PlayStation 5s?
Hey, do you guys have the Minty
Nobody
Fortnite
has
pickaxe
PlayStation
code?
5s. Do you guys have the Oculus Quest 2?
You guys have
We
any
actually do
Switches?
have it at Costco. We actually do have it at Costco.
Do you have any of the new Switches yet?
We actually do have it at Costco. I don't know about new. I don't think we have the OLED screen one, but
Hey, so I bought this, or I won this game in like a raffle. I haven't opened it yet. Can I trade it? Can I trade it in?
this is Costco, sir. No.
I'm talking to him. Sir,
You can trade it. You can trade it in,
Fine.
but you got to open it first.
Yeah, you're gonna open and bring it in tomorrow.
exactly. Once we see it's unopened, we cannot take it.
People still get on me with that.
Oh, I know. Oh, I'm aware. I've literally watched a guy like he took it. I was like, I cannot take it in his trade if it's not opened. And he like took it underneath the counter, pulled the freaking stuff off, and was like, "What about now?" I looked up, like, camera. No, it's not worth my job.
You can take it to the one in barracks.
I will not say that because technically, no. Can't.
Well, do they have microphones on the cameras?
Absolutely
They're
not.
gonna listen to you say that.
Absolutely not. However,
The
if
guy's gonna trade it in regardless.
I'm aware of that, Josh. However, they also could be somebody working for corporate checking to make sure we're following proper fucking policies. That's exactly the sort of things they do.
That's
Am
the
I wrong,
dumbest
sir?
thing I've ever heard of.
You ain't wrong.
Also, there's plenty of them that will try that and be like, I know your district manager.
Congrats.
So if,
Won't
but
you
if
get my
we,
answer?
but if we, but if it did and we, said, okay, I'll go ahead and take it, or say, hey, if you take it down to this other one, you'll be able to do it. And it gets back to our district manager, or my former district manager, his current one, who gets in trouble.
Everyone at that store.
It's just much fucking simpler to
It's the
follow
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's just much fucking
Wait,
simpler
what
to
happened?
follow the fucking rules. Hey,
We've been
wait.
trying to reach you. What you been doing?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, but is it against the rules to give the customer an alternative option?
Yes.
Why?
If the alternative option is to find the loophole of the
Of the policy of not taking back new games, because the thing is, people steal games and try to trade them in, which is why they're still sealed. And I'm not going to say that's the majority of the times we get them in, but it's probably the majority of the times we got them in, because I don't work for them anymore and I do not represent the brand or the company.
Mhm. Fair.
Well, I mean, really, the only way you can make a profit trading games into GameStop is if you got them for free.
I'm not going to say that's not true.
And no, that's 100% true.
I know it's 100% true. I worked there.
I can actually tell you a funny story about someone finding a loophole and there was nothing we could really do about it. So basically GameStop has started price matching. Okay.
That's always a
Right.
bad one.
Right. So, and they made a promo where the more you trade, the more trade bonus you get. So for example, 2 games, 20%, 3 games, 30%.
So we're clear, McKnight does not represent the brand or the company. Continue.
Are we
Just
still
remember. Yes, we're still streaming.
streaming?
You realize this, yes?
No, nothing about it. But yeah, so basically, they
I'm
wanted
just going to
to
cut out all this part.
they wanted to get rid of the game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But they wanted that 50% bonus. So what they did is they bought a game, price matched it for cheaper than
Mhm.
its trade value,
Mm-hmm.
and then traded it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Loophole.
See, I choose not to go to the loophole. I either choose the main hole or no hole at all. In this case, I choose no hole.
Okay, when is the stream ending? I guess.
Still awake there, Esme?
I'm still here.
Okay.
She's got to stay awake.
It didn't sound like she stayed awake there for a bit there, bud.
I'm alive. I'm here.
I'm just saying, it sounds a little suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Be
suspicious.
suspicious. Anybody who has not checked it out should check out the Good, the Dan, and the Florida Man podcast. It's absolutely fucking hilarious. You hear all sorts of fun stories that people write in to tell them. Like about the girl whose father ended up sleeping with her mom's sister. Including taking her to the family reunion.
Mm.
I'm not doing it justice because there's a lot of backstory there, and I mean a lot of backstory. But it did include the grandma saying these lines to her own daughter.
Mm.
Do we need to unpack your need to sleep with any man that shows you any sort of affection? Was I that bad of a mother?
Mm. Mm.
That's her favorite daughter, by the way, apparently.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. This is the same grandmother. This is the same woman that got caught that made it so her daughter had to leave the cult compound she was living on to go back to take care of her kids because her mother couldn't babysit her anymore because her mother got caught for human trafficking charges when she tried to sneak
What?
2 people across the border in her trunk to pay off the gambling debts that she got when she lost the house.
What?
I don't know what I just walked in on.
I just showed everybody my horn.
But in news of Josh running a game, I think if I do a 5th ed one, once the Strixhaven book comes out, I can have a pretty fun little Magic University thing going on.
Anybody that's that is watching or watching later, if you are interested in playing Vampire the Masquerade, check out Michikent. That's Michikent on TikTok. He is running a West Marches style Vampire the Masquerade game. He pretty much said everybody is welcome. And he's got about 90 players right now.
Oof, couldn't even imagine.
It's a West Marches campaign.
Yeah.
I
still, beyond me.
But this includes some fairly big names in the D&D TikTok community. DM Zombie. Dungeon Mistress Paula is just watching from the sidelines, apparently. Mimic for Hire.
Yeah.
You know Mimic for Hire?
Mm-hmm. He's in the
She.
St. Petersburg.
She.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I only know them as the name Mimic for Hire. Mimics are boxes with teeth.
Yeah. He's also on TikTok and has like TikTok content.
I have not watched it. I don't get on TikTok that often.
You said you were stalking me. I made a video in her style. But yeah,
Did I say I was stalking you?
Yes, you did. You said last game. He said I was like, I am stalking you on TikTok. I know exactly what comments you made and everything.
Oh yeah, well, last game that was true. I had been watching all your videos.
Which by last game, I had already done the Mimic for Hire video.
It didn't ring a bell for me. But again, I watched a lot of them together. Some of them stuck, some of them slipped.
It's the one where I make my favorite necromancy joke. It's hard to raise a family, according to the paladin. Not if you bury them close together, according to the necromancer. However, if you go and watch my my one that I did of for the Plot Doctor, that's the video that got a bunch of views. People are just like, well, what about this thing? What about this thing with it? I was like, this depends on how you want to run it. I'm giving you the idea. I'm giving you the seed. I don't give you the whole formed idea. Like, that's just like these adventures. There are people that hate these adventures. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Whispers of Vampire's Blade. But they don't like Shadows of the Last War. And they don't like Forgotten Forge. And one of the things I've specifically heard people argue against is like, I don't feel like the characters have any motivation other than money. Which, to be fair, some D&D parties, that's all you need. They're like, oh yeah, sure, we'll do this, get paid. That's what we do. But there are other D&D parties that want that like actual emotional connection to it. And pretty much Mo and Lysera got into it for the money, essentially.
Yep.
Claire, on the other hand,
Mo just has this sense of curiosity.
Claire, on the other hand,
I got dragged into everything.
to be accurate, got tricked into everything.
Well, Lysera wants a sense of adventure too.
But yeah,
You said
Claire
I got what into everything?
tricked. By a possible changeling.
Mm.
I'm gonna retire.
Hmm?
Making a new character.
Why don't you like Spectre? He's such a nice guy.
I don't know. I just
Great.
thought I just have one person that I should make a punching bag, so I just chose him out of everyone. Everyone like there's
It-
always a punching bag in the group.
It doesn't help that Spectre also like full on tricked you, I'm sure.
Mm.
Full on pretended to be your surrogate father.
Big punch.
So I have my background character. I mean my backup character technically made. It's
Oh.
gonna be a tiefling.
I never make a backup
Ooh.
character.
I make tons of what can be considered backup characters because I make
Mm.
them because they're interesting for the world that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
And then I delete them when I get bored of the idea. And then
Mm.
basically I keep doing that. And whenever my character does die, I've got somebody on
Mm.
hold, just like ready to throw in there.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'm preparing for them to die. I'm just inventing
Yeah, no,
other people I
definitely.
might meet along the way.
Because the wildfire druid is happening. If Lysair dies.
Yeah,
100%.
I want you to have fun. I want to make that clear.
Mm.
I want you to have fun and create characters that you want to create.
Mm.
I will ask that in one game that I run, you do not pick a druid.
Why?
Because I would like you to expand, and I think you could have fun outside of that class.
You think I always play a cleric?
But I like druids.
Nah,
Which
I have
is-
variety.
Which
And
is
it's one of the greatest things about D&D, variety.
valid. It is. But I know you like druids. But how do you know you wouldn't also like playing a rogue if you haven't played a rogue? Or
I
you
know
wouldn't-
exactly what you should play next.
What?
A warlock. Warlocks are so tasty.
Yeah,
That's
with their
so
2
good.
spell slots there, bud.
Yeah, and you can cast Disguise Self at will without expending one.
Why would you need to cast Disguise Self at me?
How else are we gonna fix that?
Damn!
It sounds like it works, except for the fact that Disguise Self only has a range of self.
I know, but then your response wouldn't have made sense. Why would you cast it at me? You can't cast it at somebody. Has
You're the
range
one
of
who
self.
said that you were casting at me.
No,
Yes, you did.
I said at will. I wasn't.
Yes, my
referring to
name is
you.
Will.
Oh, I hate this. I'm leaving.
No, it's Eric with a K.
They're gonna get yes. I love it.
I do love Eric with a K.
Eric with a K.
I loved all your 0 level characters, by the way. They were all fantastic. And yes, McKnight, even yours.
Even yours.
As much of a dickish asshole as he was fucking brilliant. I loved him.
What?
In the book all the time. All
Mhm.
the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole purpose of me putting my face in the book was because I was kind of distracted IRL.
I mean, that's fair, but it just worked with the character.
Is that fair?
Hmm?
Oh, that's right. You were distracted with the freaking puppy, weren't you? Never mind.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
I forgot. How is the
Mhm.
puppers?
Pupper fine, more responsible. Not as screamish, still screamish.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's a
I mean,
dog.
yeah, he was also brand
wants
new to the
attention.
place, wasn't he?
Pup is fine.
I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys.
Also,
I think we've-
real quick question
Oh,
about
yes, absolutely. Please.
So is there a certain spot that you can multi-class, or is it just like whenever you ding?
Whenever you ding.
Yeah,
Whenever
whatever
you-
you're doing.
As long as you meet the requirements for the new class.
hmm
Which is really
What do you
weird.
mean?
Okay.
D&D Beyond has a nifty feature that actually limits you while you're multi-classing. If you add class, it'll only let you add certain ones that you meet the requirements for.
Yes.
there's also books that will tell you exactly what to do rather than relying on a buggy website.
Well, like the player's handbook. I'm just saying it makes it easy to like look at your options.
Yes, it
Mm.
will also occasionally give you incorrect information, as we found out. What I was going to
requirements.
Okay, here's what I was going to say. So, in the player's handbook, there is a section under multi-classing, and it specifically says, in order to class into a rogue, you have to have a certain ability score in dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
The multi-class into sorcerer, you need to have a certain total ability score in charisma, and so forth. Now, here's the fun and interesting part about that. When you're creating a character, there is no requirement for you to have an ability score at a certain level when you first create the character. Only when you multi-class.
Which
thinking
means
about-
that you can be a really shitty rogue, and then all of a sudden you're the most natural wizard of all time once you tap into it.
Fair.
So my question is, are you thinking about multi-classing Claire?
I don't know, because it's more of I need to look into things and see what is appropriate and what I can meet. But that is, so the thing is that I want to multi-class, but I'm kind of torn because well, one, there's things that I like about Paladin, which I know that it won't happen for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But there are things where, like, for example, if our story were to continue all the way to level 20, for example, right?
Mhm.
I would love that Avenging Angel trait, which you
Yeah.
can only get at 20.
Which I'm intending
Of
to take
course.
this campaign to level 20.
Right. So it's just
Also-
like, I would love to have that. But at the same time, I think it'd be pretty cool to multi-class, but I have to sacrifice that.
Well,
So that's the
here's
thing. It's like
here's my question, if I
kind
can
of like
ask.
a mix.
Now, see,
I
I
thought we were multi-classing.
Hmm?
I thought we weren't.
no, I never said anybody couldn't. I have gone on record and will continue to go on record. I am not a fan of a frivolous multi-class. In fact, I'm not a fan of players making decisions specifically for character power.
Well,
I'm a-
it's
Well, no,
not really character power.
and so we're clear, I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm
Mhm.
saying this is the reason why I have been against multi-classing and I've spoken out
Yeah,
against
because I
multi-classing.
remember in the beginning you was really against it. That's why I wasn't gonna think about it either.
No, I'm not a huge fan of it because I've had players in my last Eberron campaign that I ran. I had a rogue that's like, I want to get wizard powers, and he wasn't a arcane trickster rogue either. He was an assassin rogue. And he's like, I want to multi-class into wizard. He had the intelligence for it, and I'm like, how does it make any sense for your character? He's like, I really want to get this spell to be able to add this to my thing so that when I can do this, I have like nothing. And so we're clear. People have fun that way. And that's okay. If that's how you enjoy the game. But it's not how I enjoy the game. It's not how I enjoy playing with people that enjoy the game that way. For the most part.
Mhm.
That being said, if you have a legitimate reason why Claire would consider multi-classing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So the reason being, like, it's not more of like, power or anything like that. It's just more of like, I feel like if X happens, then Claire would multi-class. If this happens, she would just stick with it. Because like
Now,
because when I look at other classes and it's just like, I was like, that kind of fits her. But there's gotta be a reason she would do that to begin with. So, do you see what I'm saying?
I'll be
And like,
honest.
for example, like if like later down the road, like let's say that she does go all the way
You're
Paladin
giving
20,
her a
right?
backstory reason to multi-class basically.
Yeah, and so like, or like for example, like because like I do like kind of brainstorm a little bit because I don't know what's gonna happen in campaign, but it's kind of like one of those like small like
I mean, nobody
dream
knows, really.
thoughts. Like so, it's just like like the whole like angel wings all that thing. I think that'd be pretty fucking badass.
Mhm.
and kind of fitting for how I want the character to be portrayed as, but it's also a matter of how the story goes.
Which is
So
perfectly
I'm
valid.
torn. So I'm torn because I could see my character going either way, all only just purely based on scenario.
Mhm.
So,
Which is
I have one build that I absolutely love in that respect. And that is that things might fit the character and not quite fit the exact build, because I love a paladin idea. I don't like playing the paladin class that much. So what I do is I have a warlock that thinks he's a paladin. Basically what you do is you go Pact of the Blade and you go with the Celestial Warlock. And you think for all intents and purposes that you are on the side of the angels. You're on the side of good. You are on the side of a angel. He's just not a good one. He doesn't think he's a bad one. But basically, you're doing cleric, you're doing paladin shit, right? But you are not a paladin.
Right. So
It is 100% a playable thing.
here's the thing. Here's the class that I think would make the most sense for Claire to multi-class in based on her character as she stands right now. Now her character may change, but as she stands right now, Claire multi-classing into Barbarian makes sense.
Yes.
see,
Yes.
that was one of my thoughts.
And that requires a strength of 13. Pretty much almost everything is you have to have whatever ability score has to be at least 13. Multi-class. It's usually whatever the main ability score. For example, I can actually just go down the list here. Bard, Charisma 13. Cleric, Wisdom. Druid, Wisdom. Fighter, Strength or Dexterity. Monk, Dexterity and Wisdom both have to be at 13. Paladin, Strength and Charisma at 13. Ranger, Dexterity and Wisdom at 13. Rogue, Dexterity 13. Sorcerer, Charisma. Warlock, Charisma. Wizard, Intelligence. Which actually is something that I noticed not too long ago, and it really kind of threw me off, because when we think of Dungeons and Dragons and we think of spellcasters, a lot of times we immediately think of wizards, right?
I don't.
Valid.
For the most part.
But like when we think of, so, think of someone like studying tomes and stuff like that to cast spells. There is one class that has intelligence as its main ability. Technically, two if you go with Artificer.
Yep, 2 now.
Just saying.
Used to be just 1.
Do me a favor here, Josh. Let me know when you hear the snap.
Now,
That's delayed.
There's still a delay.
That's
See,
bad.
I heard it. I heard it instantly.
Yeah, you got a bad delay on your end again, bud. We need to
yeah,
make that.
very probably.
we need to
Internet
make
slacking.
we need to make that a habit at the beginning of pre-stream. That's part of pre-stream checklist. Anyway, however, here's the thing that really surprised me when I thought about it. Bard, Warlock, Sorcerer, Paladin. All charisma-based casters.
It is the most potent magic trait.
Followed by Wisdom, because you've got Cleric, and
Druid, Ranger.
Cleric, Druid, Ranger. Yep. You don't count Monk in that. I don't count Monk in that anyway.
No, Monk is key. You don't have spell slots.
Anyway, I think it's
You
about
do
time for
use
us
Wisdom.
to actually at least shut down the stream, because we're just rambling at this point.
If anything, I'll ask
Yep.
you off.
Oh, that's fine. I also enjoy actually like spending time and answering on stream as well, because I'm sure if anybody ever goes back and watches these old things, they'll since there's
And one day, if
Oh,
we get
wow.
enough people, we can have a live stream Q&A from the chat.
I mean, our chat's actually much fuller than I expected. Hi guys.
Oh, really?
So Elsie Cat, did I say that right?
Mm.
a 10, Elysian, Feet. Hello, Feet. Hopefully you have no agony.
Mm.
Akuna Matata. Lana Ray. Lily Red Wolf. Roxy's. Slap Cactus. Dead Jams. And also Stream Element. Oh, wait, no, that's the. So we love all of you who are sitting in our chat right now. I love all of these guys. Go ahead and say it, Esme. You know you want to.
Yay!
I
Not
love
that
you
that's a
too,
bad
Will.
thing, just so we're clear. Like, not being homophobic when she says that. She doesn't say it's a bad thing. Right?
Well,
Oh,
to be fair, he
I
said that. He
need to
said
talk
that
to
to
y'all stream about that too.
all three of us. So bye.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, if we're being
Wiggly.
accurate.
Apparently, by the way, Elsie Cat just called you out for being sus to love.
Oh yeah, no. She can call me off of that.
All right. Bye.
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 What the hell is the ending button there?